ede amanoni nsem no bre yen na obewura babia Euro 2020 eyina anim se emraso se final game no Nyankopon bo akina na ebaso nonso pepepe akina ewo Wembley emunsem bebrebe emunsem pi Tony bobo ani nyina no we the force be transfer omde nyina ehonsem bebrebe sanso na Copa America final and also koso de dende Brazil na dey na be Brazil for section of Brazil for ebe ko support to Argentina emunsem ahodo bebre ni nyina no yababwa no de bremo ebe wura tennis enyasem ketu akra Nyankopon bo akina and the final game no enso baso Djokovic one Matteo Berrettini the first Italian watimi drew finals singles tennis against him Nyankopon bo akina enyasem ketu akra Djokovic bet me agine 20th Grand Slam. Na fe 4th Wimbledon title in a row. Bet me ye. Abrante no o wasembo no papa. Na bobo e china but obia etipo se obet me ayesa nyoma nyina. Okay. Eno free ha ye beba Diamond League and so koso Stockholm. America Athletics and so koso enyasam ketu akra munsem and so p ababa no e bremo transfer stories outdoor and so ho ni nyina Tony e de hunsem ebe breye UFC Conor McGregor in action and so munsem bebrebe e beba Africa be de koso and so Africa mem and stories outdoor bebrebe and so ye di Free Ghana e de bremo Naru
General
Boko
Unyame adom bibia e fine. Nka we den ka she Lions no me ensan. Ese we she Lion ba akopɛ. We support ne half ana.
We in Netherlands.
Lion ba akopɛ ne dem.
Lion ba akopɛ dem.
They are one lion do root 3.
And nyam bo akina me wo England.
Ami shiraw.
Yes. Me support no go England.
Ami shiraw.
Me person mo di na me hwa de.
Betcha mo send you celebrate.
Yes.
Omuji you betcha mo send you celebrate in this country.
Me enjoy. Never cause we
until they ever call cry na o mukasa na ense dan titini tino assembly di nyina na say MP mo England na bi.
Na me hwa se me besi.
Oza.
Because me enjoy football. Off the pitch.
My friend celebration extraordinaire. O my share na kopim. Monday you cry a bank holiday, but I don't know. Zayo, o ma prepare.
O ma prepare. Yes.
Ma prepare.
Yes.
Michael Richards say England force should be ready because Roberto Mancini is preparing his Azuris for war. He's preparing them for war. Na war there. Yinim dwane.
Somebody come man is it man OBE and Southgate. They call CBE and also just why night you know.
Say MB ne member of the Order of British Empire.
Okay.
And OB was through and only officer of the Order of the British Empire.
Okay.
And Sino ye commander.
Wow.
The Order of the British Empire.
What's up room one back?
And say we bibia ne pompons ring na ye say.
Yes.
Ye night one. And the way you say, and you say Gareth Southgate. You say gate no matter any great.
We free OBE. Almost regardless of
what happened in the final
result, CBE in the America.
Yes.
But Odia even 19. Wow.
It is unprecedented in the last 55 solid good years. Until clearly they've done a lot.
Sure.
Now who's a football say who do baby say there ni Japan say well ukromni na ukromni to bench ukrom for bibia na ukrom for na bonte 100% Brit.
Wow.
And they say man.
Okay. And so camera not done this one anka dey all you ni nanka
Gareth Southgate David
yes
camera not
and the aboni azuri you know
Isaac just over massive And the abe ya the for short na what man fa. O dey me fa je we just fa ma se bi. All right. Action no e shase. Enti mo bi anyina fi dey free akra. Tony Montana mraso. So
and the Jason nso efe pa Italy body.
No, Italy.
Oh, Jedediah na Ashen Italy.
Oh yes. The shop Jedi.
Yes,
Jedediah. The shop Z.
Oh, Charlie, and they look good.
Yeah,
but yeah, Bibia and the white teaching kunim de.
But Italian
Jedediah. They call a South interest KCC. Muslim. Assalamu alaikum. The moyo hobia ya the masipa mumfo fidie no to Kessben de bia na mo ho nyina shop ho nyina no ya church obia Muslim ene dom Tony
awoduna
na also England Jason wa hye ne sa keka na wo
appearance entina ka met one design say comment swap
okay
una ka minya da men
come me pe England no mo
okay
exerio say ho na hey
madu ho
na tona me di wa so how many
teams sana biana
na last week ya no call Denmark at England akọ Denmark
no but say 2 teams boy dey how baby
and it the whole England
ma buy
wa chirem so say obesu ohun say ni celebrity
yes
and it just
off the pitch celebration
but they don't in England for no lose on celebrity
I didn't
no because what they over cast me
can celebrate and to some
and them too
Tony na Division 2 matches afi first division and then nyame boa me come to quote my
now correct
King Faisal drops.
What a match!
Yes.
Big what game. A match!
Yes.
6-pointer.
Yes.
You need a win and push your opponent down.
Well,
Faisal and Renia.
Anybody actually papa.
Faisal and Renia. Not just a lie. So Renia swa. Owe juma ye. The bill is a Faisal there no. Or Renia unwe. But we lose dia relegation no one.
See 1 point different. Okay. Draws were 38. Faisal was 37.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, we show most likely say with my avoid the
race. Faisal win.
2 matches.
Yeah, Faisal win it 40.
Okay, 40.
Not just or at least a point to get against Liberty in an away game. Yeah. And also it was Sugar Copper. So it's serious.
Okay. Until you better.
And the Division 1 also I get it.
Yes. Because he was a Prince Akuta Krababa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
President Akuta.
Yes. Interzongo Salah tournament. Okay. Tony.
Awodina. Inti elebe fro as usual.
Okay. Kakran. Time ni unche grace. I know
yenchen sa. Inti awodina be shase at the Division 2 in Ashanti. Na efi ene ekoso ochina emu ebe sheshe ye ram into match week 7 and enso enye fedi agrakra. Inti as usual shase from 2nd Division Ashanti. Na ezon one mum ne be shase at the free week 7 ye benya Desire FC Somni Sampdoria Airborne Advance United and Still Hope Ebeshia na Yanya Solonko Abuka someone MBC and so at the first study projected our Kessben FM on Facebook and after Kessben Television kama pa league nimu and so etimi am ayedin zone 2 so matches no ebetros nemu ayedin Corinthians and amprochum ebepo or Ariman Ebesha Universal Soccer Academy first class Airborne me mind na Kumasi Experience Kumasi Sports Academy and Important FC omo and so at the first one na yeko zone 3 matches no ebetwa so Janak any Pechu United Ebebo ewa Swansea Kumasi Experience ebo benap o for room Castle Young Chelsea ne no mensa e Castle STP Pakomo ene Jachi Youth ebebo ejisa match ne be tough game eno enso eba so no mensa e am Castle STP Park e honomo na Jachi Youth so ene Kumasi City FC ebebo enti Youth ebo home Emma United of Jachi enso etim away na yeko zone fan so say ena Fishes no am eno enso esitie Castleman ene Judah FC Ebebo Adum FC Ebetnefie Error Prempe College Pakomo any future stars River Plate Ebebo Star Wonders KFC Samosa and Brian Edugaspers Kumauma United Ebebo Okrofo we any Fishes Edaho and for zone 4 zone 5 no Sporting Time any Kumasi Cornerstone Ebebo our Bremen West Yeko Ahinkro MA School Park our Friends Afija Barcelona and Inform Ebony wine the best of Ebony first round no I so impressive home and away any difference Masaudi ni bra kwa mom kwa away ebo home and one say enso air so far only one game and Ebony a team out drop points and not quite draw for the feature offense my any tender boat ebebo or Bishop Sapon Park yebenya Prof Kwam say any SK Fresh enso Asian we enso any games ebeko so zone 5 because zone 6 Teba any Danielson Platini Poma Honey, Nat Costa, Asia Real Shooters, na yenya pro players say any Sasamu Penny, and so at the affairs on Yakola Zona, and zone 7 as the Camp FC airport draw over the weekend. Now midweek game ball draw no this time against a draft future stars Kofi Atasa airport Juman Trambe Poso na as the Camp Stadium come pa any a draft future leaders match no and I mean adumochina 11th of July no me ensa pepepe na as the Camp any a draft future leaders match na etim abaso Royal Kumapem any Cedar Village ebebo ewo Mampontadiem na Subri Royal so and soccer for so abo we are Mwase way Division 2 in Ashanti week 7 matches and so ebetim abaso ye fro na ye ba Division 1 mun so aye din pa ko zone 1 so matches no and so to so na say and officials no and so ACT Young Apostles ebo against Unity FC Tamale City ebo Jendi Bewa or Alumhama Stadium in Swatraman Ebo Kintampo FC Mighty Royals Ebetna Sunyani Coronation Pakomo any Brekum Arsenal match na team Ekoso Enra the update ebeba and Kransa Warriors any Techiman City Ebo Crocodiles Asia BA United Wasunta Ebo Bofakwa League leaders zone 1 na RTU so any steadfast the affair so we any no mienu tokwa ebetim abaso our Tamale yekwa zone 2 was Saman Ebetna Joso Okese Park Nyame Admochna any FC Samates 1996 Ebesian Sky FC Ebo Achiken St Martin's Park sa game no China proud Ebebo Samates Camp Parker and Nyanasia and inform as so quite deportivo to Kotoko 2-1 MTN FA Cup and Mr. Abdullah Amidu coach Kamara and the entire squad Deportivo family no home game Division 1 against New Adubias no me say nedwe address Okese Park na Star Wonders Star Madrid and so Ebetna Unistar Academy Park no more and Enzema Kotoko abo baby any Gold Stars here a win or draw na qualify at the Aba Premier League no enti akwase the chairman and the coach Kwabena Emisa ne records na still minim coach we from Paman so team qualify so many clubs every Division 1 and so at the Aba and Premier League no na Gold Stars Kwabena Emisa wo bodjuma any Pacific Heroes ebebo BYFA any Venomous Vipers ebebo or Nana Jemphis Parker and El Blekwa Ochina Unistar Academy and a Giant of the West Hasma we could do and so ebe share our Stadium zone 2 matches no na dia to you call the final zone 3 so to the Mighty Jet any Agbezuma Weavers ebebo I will Teshi Mart Park or Chiman Planners any Ankuti ebebo I will Achimtafo Old Town Rovers Park and so any easy crowd Accra Lions and Oda Kotoku Royals ebebo na yenya Accra Young Boys any Vision FC enso at the befe so Nanya FC Airport Dambot Pando Heart of Lions so any Accra City Stars ebisha our Pando we any matches zone 1 and enso ebetim abasanam se akuta na kasa mu bebefe enti ye de enra match ni betwam keke aboabo wo mo ene akurem eboy e ma akurem sheka ba akwa aboabo number 1 enso entim anti interzongo tournament eno enso ekoso ewo aboabo amemiddle B Park honomo na emena suntie ntufane ehwensama ekoso onkofo ekrosuntie nante na ehwensama ekoso onkofo ekroso dia yen shase enfree games eno eba so enra de eba so enne enyame adomochina de no enso ebetim aba so Copa America ame Peru elusi Colombia so kamensa wo enso atimo mienu na me adom enne 12 midnight ena Brazil en Argentina Copa America finals no eno enso eba so nti Ghana time no 12 midnight ewa Stadium Maracana ena sa match no enso ebetim aba so ye benya Raja Casablanca sa omo eta Morocco na omo ene JS Kabylie from Algeria and so at the affair so on where any 3 games oko amonia and up the basso and then ana to 12 midnight the basso and I feel na our Africa Cafe Confederations Cup no there and so ebetim abaso and no na Euros no finals na nyame aduma ochina ebonon so England and Italy enso at the first. So is it coming home or it is going to Rome? Rome for ebe welcome Italy sa omo anje cap na and answer England for ebe ka trophy no and enso abefin to omo man atena say England versus Italy match no and ochina no so na sa match no enso ebe team abaso na ye quarter so dia and na one board no and enso etimi eba so kama and me man semi final 1 any semi final 2 bibia enso etimi ekoso din except no and ye show our Kessben television. So Novak Djokovic abomoden pa say Chelsea ne 20th Grand Slam title na obetimi actually the big guns na get and say and Novak Djokovic so and Denis Shapovalov a boy and Djokovic o winnie na 7-6 7-5 and then 7-5 and Novak Djokovic so e qualify ya ono enso e ko finals ye ko emema no semi final tun so Matteo Berrettini says so be first ever Italian na eba no board in singles na ono enso etimi qualify for finals na ono enso e boy na oni Hubert whose cash at the face so Emma her cash entimi engina no enra Matteo Berrettini e wini 7-6 6-3 7-5 3-6 and then 6-1 and Matteo Berrettini ono enso e dia qualify into emma finals ya me adumo china Novak Djokovic and Matteo Berrettini from Italy omo mienu anebebo ene ebo 12 noon area gede Ashley Barty and Carolina Pliskova and Mano on my final match ne why na beje Eddie Esselina so ebe Ashley Barty and answer Carolina I'm a Pliskova your guess is as good as mine Nenra Novak Djokovic qualify for the finals so then some kakra Eddie Etuja yentie no na yentoaso.
Says enough about the performance and about the match. He was serving for the first set. He was probably a better player for most of the second set, had many chances. I would like to give him a big round of applause for everything that he has done today and also these few weeks. This has been his first semi-finals of a Grand Slam, and you could see that he was emotional, and you know, we're going to see a lot of him in the future, definitely. He's a great player.
And no qualify for the finals no and airport you lose on the semi-finals no on enso airborne abaso on the enso edit Denis Shapovalov nenra Novak Djokovic just by the fact say or qualify ahead of him no and Chester obunim tie a sign of big respect na ode Emma Shapovalov on enso etim agene sama kakra oho na ye gbani tel kakra o boxing so John Tawada and Tassin Fury Tokano, and I'm saying Tassin Fury Aquaconia coverage is about no. I'm so almost postponed theology no. Now I'm gonna call somewhere around October. And many men said, Don't tell what why ready in tea. I'm gonna box about. I'm on a Kwansan October. On no answer any Tassin Fury Tokano, and no answer at him at so come on. Ya Copa American so finance and I'm Abduma and then 12 midnight. And I do the same every more China and I saw finance in Ghana time no. And no answer a boss name our Argentina. Enso come na preparation Argentina for enso etim aye na omo training sessions no eno enso etim etwa so na de ba enso efi Argentina Lionel Scaloni ono enso aye manager ede ma Argentina also ono de we anya time of revenge nye say bia chin Argentina for no eba revenge because the last time omo me Asian in a grand finals no Argentina elusui e ma Brazil etim aye cup no na enso ne omo kwakoro mo best bra finals no enso ebetim aba so ye be say na Messi so some Messi want to anya kapia over the scabina as a failure now because I'm for said the Barca for club no on for the same thing and Argentina for and so team and qualify natural for more and so team NJ Nano and Lionel Scaloni said regardless of the scoreline say Argentina show Messi forever or no and so about the greatest players I see yes team I witness say na Messi oya there and won here say Argentina be page cap and sana ya rank Messi say omo bobo no on and so the best since so no there Messi went over that the trophy coach ni say Messi di brutal na yeah problem line up the Argentina say the best akwakoye Emiliano Martinez ebeda po ni mum yebenya Molina yebenya Pezzella Nicolas Otamendi yebenya Tagliafico Rodrigo Di Paul Leandro Paredes Giovanni Lo Celso Leo Messi Lautaro Martinez any Gomez way any players ebetimi start at the Argentina enso emano na head to head Brazil and Argentina a clash in a soccer finals mako and 9 and net 12 midnight and almost 5th time Argentina and Brazil and so Asia for the 5th time in the finals. The semi breaking it down. Argentina winning only 1. Brazil winning 3. 1937 Copa America. Argentina, Brazil, Brazil and Team Ante 2004 Copa America finals. No, Brazil and Argentina able to penalty shootouts. No, and Brazil. And so knock out Argentina, Brazil for Epigas Cup in 2004, 2005 Confederations Cup, Brazil, Argentina, and by 4-1, 2007 Copa America finals. No, Yenya Brazil, Sir Osha Argentina, come here, Argentina, and so anti for the 5th time. Why an A union? A bear Brazil and answer a bear Argentina, not your Argentina for answer side that and now Messi a post to picture beer. Na Argentina national team the entire team from ball boys, ABC Mazues, a technical team, about the last person and a Messi a post to Argentina team now or say a unit in Kabom and a master place in Edu this far and Anna Jomo and so any Brazil and so a ball now your Brazil team now Thiago Silva no a defender at the M1 man name club football or ball and so at the match shows or so no dear the order I'm the better or any age now a question is the morning day in and day out no quite no and so quite more now Thiago Silva so no on Tiasia say at this point and Brazil team phone be imagine say Amokota Messi and Argentina chi or say bia Senka Argentina any Chile nebo or any France nebo or any Ghana nebo naso any other country been air bar obetim support to Argentina name pass one kasa o country Brazil any Argentina airport not team mu free Brazil say there be yeah dey ya dey ni amaye man na ye ko support Argentina no say nyina dia eno enso etwa ye kwenti o support dia support one kasa o country we any ensama Thiago Silva enso apa bonte e to dwa na he probable line up na Brazil say ena niema ebesi goalkeeper bedem Ederson yebenya Danilo Danilo yebenya Thiago Silva Marquinhos yebenya Alexandro Casemiro Fred Richarlison Lucas Paqueta Everton any name of Silva Junior we any Brazil for training sessions kakra ya got any players enso ebetimi start Eddie Amomo yanko Euro 2020 nyame adom achina and finals na ebos Italy etna Wembley England na enso Eddie England for na kasa mu Eddie afeso na Giorgio Chiellini akasa yebeti na hwensema Chiellini enso Eddie etudwa oso no way back on appointee Roberto Mancini pe and a coach ne kasa obe build team the next tournament no betimi age o kasa Penapolis na start here coach when Doka Italy team at the last World Cup yan qualify waba also the only 2 years ebe build a solid team ebe qualify na next tournament mo enso team age or say England no doubt omo strong there nanso kwan bia so Italy for ehwe so betimi ewini sa cup plenty ma Giorgio Chiellini e di tudwa
because they have quality players, physicality throughout their team, and I immediately thought they were a strong and well-organised team. A team that maybe didn't stand out, especially in the first group games, where they were strong and solid, but probably didn't shine like the other teams. We have a dream that has been growing for the last 3 years, a dream that has started to become a reality, and has been growing into our minds slowly but surely, thanks to the vision of our manager. When he took over, he said that his aim was to make us European champions. But some of us thought he was crazy.
L'europeo lo prendevamo quasi per matto. Era una seria candidata.
Giorgio Chiellini or a centre back Edema the Azuris of Italy captain Ankasemu and Ecas Roberto Mancini was so made in the Mape as a manager Edema Azuris no can say the next tournament to bet him at Italy for Argentina players Nekas said Wabodam now are you crazy name so this is how far coach Nankasa true to his words no on Enso Domo Enso Abedu now captain of Italy Akasa Dia a BFS Sebeti the captain of England now the Three Lions captain Harry Kane also Akasa was a game against Italy the game no and Ed so Italy for no Ebe stronger Nelson England for Ebe trophy. Nintendo Mark Ken captain Harry Kane ono Eddie Atuja.
In what we've been doing and how we've been setting up, and of course we believe that we can win the game, but we also know it'll be very tough. They've got some great players, some great experience. They've been there and done it. So yeah, look, in any final, in any big game, you have to be on it in all aspects. So we know that's the case on Sunday, and hopefully we can swing it in our favour.
Countless England managers have tried to do what Gareth Southgate has done. So many haven't been able to achieve that, get England to a major final. What is it about him that gets the most out of this team? What is it about him that's allowed you group of players to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, he's a great person, not just manager, but great person to talk to. Yeah, and look, he's a great leader. He's calm in situations. He's strong-minded in what he wants to do and where he wants the team to be. He was big on creating this team environment and everyone being together, not just the players that play, but everyone in the squad has a vital part to become champions, and that's been.
And I can some Eddie Afon Sunday manager Gareth Southgate as I said here. I didn't Gareth Southgate because our boy Juma and I can be fast the Azuris international team. Now me Abdul Machombi and so Asia. Now John Stones our form England tournament only one goal per. Now so a team consider John Stones so Akasa Eddie for England and Italy match now. Barcelona.
Said it there that we've got all kinds of different leaders. I think that's the beauty of it, that we've got all kinds of different ones, people that probably don't say as much, but do the talking out on the pitch, and people that are vocal leaders, people that are getting the team together, people that are on the bench, that are there to be, giving us advice at half time or wherever it may be. And I think that's a real massive quality that
John Stones or no centre back Edman Man City now for England national team. So within England players no more so many leaders are it be a vocal it be the park nation no more chesa so a true leaders are ehwes nyame admo china game no so ebetimi age trophy ni ede so na so na Talk Sports and Jose ayaduma from day one of the Euros no na ochina na finals ni eba so Jose so no there penalties and a game no ebetimi akwa supposed England a favorite about 51% say England ebetimi age Cup. Jose manager Elima AS Roma.
They have this know-how. This belongs to them. They know how to behave in this pressure moment. So even with the game being played at Wembley, I would refuse totally to say England favorite. I would refuse. I would even refuse to say 51% for England and 49% for Italy. I would totally refuse.
Give me a prediction, Jose. Give me a prediction. Who wins it? Is it coming home?
Let's go to penalties.
Penalties. Jose, have a great time.
Well, into the special one, Jose and not just Ochremwa, Jose about finals for England Wembley there. Now, so Obe refuses so Obama England say even 51% still Italy for no a favorite. Now, one idea or say no doubt game no, have penalties money bet say Italy bet me Ajanasa England mum and so a bet me Aj na Leonardo Spinazzola. Now I am part of the Italian team. So eba Euros no ko prior. Or say me admo china ne clutches no or the eba park or Wembley. Now we bet the teammates ni so china. So ebe team ewini. Now oko Italy team now. Anya as a covers cake kakra album because 3 media team and omo team are reported positive COVID-19. Ama akwakwe hu say said Italy for no Abiana players no and so a team enya bi ho na Jimmy Redknapp so ama prediction was a sub boy because we just in 15 air tight na Jorginho also Messi Mount or very very aggressive yes idea ono and so a team akwakofa am eka e abre England because Jorginho or very very physical just Messi Mount on bebon 15 no etia no so very aggressive and sana England for a team enya upper hand no na Immobile agents ni edwa adan also the client Immobile no aso man enya to because say about game now intimi ansha na obia e crucify no do say tournament on your couple of goals obia enka or say chance na obia enso edinatem Michael Riches a former England and a Man City defender or some Roberto Mancini Italy for no prepare for war get on my bone your compa and on Babe Kunti England players no money because that game no very 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 tough Benfica are appointed request some a new president and no say club president like I said there what did dream am opposed for and so a team after Luis Felipe Vieira echo am request no and a Benfica and so a new president and then and a boss of estate medicals na preseason no and enso atumi ato so Mark Andre ter Stegen ebenya Sergio Des Gerard Piqué Miralem Pjanic Osman Dembele out Ricky Puig Neto Coutinho Sergio Roberto and Ansoumani Fati nyina no enye likely say ne enso ebetim aba and na Chelsea preseason ato so 4 players likely say enso ebetim akọ Hudson Odoi ebetim every Chelsea Robin Loftus-Cheek Ross Barkley nyina no enso ebetim every Chelsea club no na Sergio Kazuma say Jose in Sopen.
Okay.
Some come some Jan Canada. Into Jose in Swanya Bresopen. And a Liverpool so heavy Elliot.
7 years or so.
7 years. Liverpool so ma Elliot 5-year contract extension. Akoda na yade. Team film on their cano.
Montana returning midwesia. Na fi wako strong room na wako yenyoma. And Saturdays I won't charge on.
Said you wouldn't say and then so any 1 year prepare Ronaldo ba on board.
There was a question. Who's who counted?
Ebechadi. Ebechadi.
I feel Kawasan.
Ronaldo.
Why they?
Eba on board. Picture of the deal. And any 1 year prepare.
Okay, Ronaldo. Maybe I could see Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, they be.
Okay. Oh, 1 year.
1 year.
What are dear for 1 year?
Na bibi tattoo for the crew.
Wow. And now 1 year.
1 year prepare.
Ronaldo. Virginia, Richmond, Opoku, Boatin, Nankopon Shraupa. Ade Adabia editor Amanfwe. Obi Botom. Yes, and yet Jumano and a year. Name will be the sea or bay ye at the Kessben and Dofo. Now there be or spend friends 20 cities. It will grow more.
Yeah, it will more.
Nankopon Shraupa, Ronaldo. Nyamishrao omwa na bibia we na America membia so enkoso emfa emaye ehifo na eba on board Alaji Mama Sale efiro wanti banala meko Facebook na kakra ho ye free ho na fia wedefo abom ede amaye. Assalamu alaikum. The dream of the 3 lions will definitely come to pass with the permission of the Almighty Allah. The great football nation of England has suffered enough over the years in their quest to end their title drought. Diego Armando Maradona treated them to an infamous hand of God in 1986 under bizarre and painful circumstances, as well as other painful exits via penalty shootout. There's a well-deserved appearance in the grand finale, and football has no reason to remain outside or play any truancy. Alaji Mama at the end. Kwame Sarkodie, watching you live from New York City, Bronx. Greetings to all my friends at Edum, especially Desmond and Prince. Yedomasipa. Nana Boachi Foster. Good morning, Big Joe. We're watching you live from Anderlecht, Brussels, Belgium. Yedomasipa. Much love to Kessben Sports. England will win tomorrow. Indeed, it's coming home. Kessben Sports, no size. Nana Boachi Foster. Rock Brentum. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Boatin, Isaac, Joe, I'm watching you live from Begro. Hey, Mau. Begoro. But we sound afraid the twice no. Italy. Anna. Begoro. Nebegro. Okay. All right. My name is
Italy.
Italy will win this match. The match is a city view of Italy. Okay. First blue. Okay. Unprovoked. Okay.
And then 1 year more serious.
Unprovoked. Okay. So keep doing the good work at Dasipa. Collins Enin. Good morning, sir, and your wonderful crew. Argentina will win against Brazil tonight. Good luck to King Messi and his team. I give my full support. Solomon Ni Alote. Osi, good morning. Tomorrow, Liberty will suffer. Adenim Boatin will wait for trim Osek campus. Italy wins the game 2-1. This score line will not fail. No. Adenim Boatin. No. Stephen Amankwa, I'm watching you live from Kaswa. England will win. Okay. David Osayapia, greetings to you all. Fantastic team. Watching you live from South Africa. Kindly give a thorough digest to the Euro 2020 final between England and Italy. Plus all head-to-head encounters. Thank you. Yadamasipa. Abdullah Yayazi, hello, Sergio. I'm watching you live from Synergy Commodities Company Limited, Oyibi warehouse. Italy is going to win. Masood Yunus. Good morning, Kessben Sports. Brothers. Okay. Ruth Anane Medru. So Ruth, will say good morning, sir. You guys are looking fantastic. I'm Ruth, watching you live from Tafo Mile 3. Yedasipa Ruth. Good morning. Kojo Asempa Furniture Works. And when away free back, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will take this year's FA Cup and go to Africa. Kojo Asempa, Monamdiwe Ebre Edum Kumasi. David Osei Apia. The cup is indeed coming home. England all the way. No bagawire. Azuris can stop England. Can't stop England now. Okay. Daniel Akwesiajiman is coming home. Watching you live from Northampton, UK. Daniel Akwesiajiman also the Samuel Anane. I'm watching the best sports show live here inside Kunsu Kojok room. Argentina 1, Brazil 0. England 2, Italy 1. Greetings to boss inside Kunsu Kokotieswa. Asiedu Martin, what am I doing here? Big Joe, good work done. England will win by 3-1, and Brazil will win by 2 goals against Messi 11. Kaiser Achim Swodru also there Ode Aba and Nono. And the camp.
Genoa.
So be aboko. All right. You have fancy just way. Yes, you find just
Copa America and the only interest more.
Oh, you interested?
That means that's only say we what declare say. Oh, Kofa, it is coming home, yes. Not room.
Yeah. And I'm Messi a title, international trophy for the first a major international trophy for the first time.
Okay.
Into Meko for Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a Brazilians. Brazil for Brazil support Argentina.
No, because
name a job.
Because of politics.
Yeah. Okay.
Nasi Kruma is a blaster and come macho and come for bag.
Okay.
Politics.
Okay.
Tina J. Bolsonaro caught na TV so on Argentina 5. Once said you Copa America no Colombia and go so most to. And Colombia for president go increase taxes.
Okay.
And Okroma for the Debbie. I want you to wait there. Oko increase taxes. I am penny and to go mountain so. Nti Diomo Pipia Omuye Okromo. And they decided they will not allow Belenquera to host that particular tournament. And on me somebody about Argentina. To me do Argentina for the Debbie. Over 3 million COVID cases now, but any past 70,000 now. And on hear the situation now. And also Boca Juniors game. Enzo Perez, our player, and on 4 goalkeepers at me and not COVID. Into Omunya goalkeeper and a Pumna player about them, dear. And now there's some weapons or will be who to that particular tournament in free Argentina. So now, J. Bolsonaro, as the be on the original Brazil host too. Planning say the political turmoil in Brazil, no so the ball on the bar, or betting their clothes and say do. So actually, most of the football nations are in Pempi, president for Netaye, Habiwa. The ball will be Kroma say pay a league say ya kono na efa obia forget about the hardship and the poverty in the system. Until that was the plan of J. Bolsonaro, no the buyer. Brazil from say there be. So we India now we USA. Omuna the next in command. Into where Koba club before Oba Beko omude sexual harassment etonesono. Tite and the certain player decided senka. Copa America na kra omumbo. But later omu realize that the way the Brazilians love their football, no? At least omunyintum no more. And Alejandro Dominguez and some make sure benu manipulative system no. Etimia make sure set tournament in the Basel. Finally they accepted set tournament on Bebo, but on Bebo behind closed doors or more be a chance in Manama Stadium. And I said, you and on the moi. With these 10 teams, how much mutu no ma bad ya baby room in the final. A Bebaso at the Stadio Journalista Mariam Fino in Maracana. The best selectors of Argentina as against the Seleção Carania of Brazil Nedibo. Now, so the right, we need the tip back way back in the 1940s. And almost I said the boom. And this is a country almost produces the very great of players. We can name them from goalkeeper Neri Pompidou to Lionel Messi in Argentina. Santo de Betimi Aka from Leonardis to Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. in Brazil. Now, say, you arrive, you know, initially almost starting, now Argentina net dominating. But Argentina, after playing the first World Cup against Uruguay at the Stadio El Centenario, no means football, no matter taking South America by a storm. Before they realize, now Brazil for now World Cup final in 1950. Pele has won the World Cup in 1958, and almost Abeji 1962 in Chile, Abeji 70. Where was Argentina then? Until the lives of Arthur Friedrich Solomon Jose at a point also more bombacha on team the flower bar no be exchange said the rival in Tokana course in Brazil games as in a big in one of the games Argentina share Brazil by 5-1 in the Copa Rica. South another president Julio Argentino and organized that Copa Rica na the mom in the return encounter on born in Brazil and said you omabo 2-2 into a game na and Brazil enya penalty. Now, Abranti friend Ramon Monten, or no the captain of Argentina at that particular time. Eko ball referee no. Emo to go park. Em Argentina phoning in a good dressing room. Em Brazil football penalty ya no be an upon him. Into rivalry na toaswa at the Baby scene 1978. At that particular World Cup, no bien Mr. Brazil ashe Peru 3. Brazil ashe Poland, Argentina ashe Poland. But no bien him say game of Brazil any Peru ebebono so mo timi sure mo do na akwa do final Brazil share 3 no makwa akotra baby dwuna mo and semi-final game Peru versus Argentina the who answer Argentina share Peru by 6-1 nti e bo wie no na akwa Argentina na qualify to the final Brazil for no say Argentina for na akwa Peru for bribe nti na omo tena omo share omo by 6-0 there and omo de 1978 World Cup in 1982 now a group of them between Brazil, Italy, and then Argentina in the group. It was Spain. It's a 2 World Cup. Oma bobol ya ma Italy, Argentina. Brazil and Argentina they are boom, and it was a Tele Santana's team of Dr. Socrates and Sergio Pachula. Oma the game ni boom man Brazil shot Argentina by 3-1. Game ni babe point ya hundi na Diego Armando Maradona eko butu Sergio Chupala. Any man red card, no, the cotton actually. From that time, everybody seen 1990, the holy water match. Omubo game na needs come the Blanco. And a Blanco ko Argentina for no bench or and a koji in so bako and on me. Said you, saying so no dema Blanco no dear drogun. Into Blanco Dina Park soon in an order. Born went me and Claudio Canija go back or say no. Argentina qualified the 1990 World Cup Brazil free. It did more the baby see the 1995 tournament boy in the quarter-final game between Brazil and Argentina. You no na game now and 4-2. Not two players from Argentina and 3 players from Brazil. Etimenya red card and Kwama fight. That is unprecedented in the international game. So in just a game, you have 5 players on the red card. And he said you rival in it to more. Everybody see the Confederation Cup in 2005, the Copa America in 2004, the Copa America final in 2007, and then the 2 countries see Eddie Ababi Shema or Mode Bobo final at the Maracana Sports Stadium. These are 2 countries that have produced the very great of players. So what can say Boba? Obetimi Abubo from goalkeeper Neri Pompidou in Argentina. You talk of Daniel Pasarela or the Babi Sergio Batista. So you talk of Buruchaga, Mario Kempes, Diego Armando Maradona, Angel Gabriel Batistuta, Lionel Messi, Juan Romero Riquelme, Juan Sebastian Veron. So the name can go on and on and on. Samson Abetimi Aka from Dr. Socrates, Zico, Bebeto, Romario de Faria Souza, Kaka, Ronaldinho, Luis Nazario de Lima, Edson Arantes de Nascimento Pele. You talk of Vaba, Didi Perella, Leonardis, and Abetimi Abudina. So these are 2 countries. I said, some more Babebo in international tournament final and you expect so much quality this particular championship so Uruguay, the biggest newspaper in Uruguay a version for no dia to so almost support Brazil reason reason in say na Copa America do power with 15 titles. Argentina and the with 14 titles. In Argentina to make 30 we pay. The relevance of the Uruguay national team Naira, because the last time the World Cup was way back in 1950. Eddie Babesine, the only thing on did who inside America no the Copa America. So the moment Argentina ever did this particular tournament, no, na said you go for no a bragging right, the prestige and the pride on the South American in Ira, because Argentina for it me equally almost titles now, almost 2 or more. And after Diego Forlan in 2011, Uruguay for the bad tournament to be as a Joe, and ya dear say almost 18 able. So for my friend Argentina, almost 35 years without a World Cup, and almost 28 years without the Copa America. Until after Carlos Bilardo and Diego Armando Maradona exceptional performance, almost the my reason in 1986 World Cup for Mexico. No, I'm saba beto as in Italian antino. Said you. And you gave up to 2000 a boy the last time Copa America in 1993 at the Argentina. From that time at the Baby Cine. And now there's Argentina 35 years without a World Cup and 28 years without a title. And only idea what they've been searching for in this particular tournament. Now, Lionel Messi said in his an exceptional spell as a footballer and one of the greatest to grace the turf. In 2005 against Hungary and on the first match of Bodima, my friend Argentina. You are talking of 16 years down the line. The only trophy Lionel Messi beat him the Argentina for the Beijing Olympic Games in 2008. But he felt that in the presence of Juan Romario Calmi and not the SL beat him the Messi. He won the under-20 championship. But the fact of the matter is that where is the Copa America? Yeah. Where is the World Cup? Where is the Confederation Cup? That tournament when Lionel Messi a team about finals. So for Confederation Cup now, he was part of the Argentine national team that played Brazil in Germany almost by 4-1 in the final in 2005. Osaka Argentina team now in 2007 was Venezuela against a Dunga team almost Lusu in the final. The Copa America Centenario is still fresh. The Copa America 2016 is still fresh. The last Copa America almost to this Brazil team by 2-0 in the semi-finals. Argentina again are searching for a continental trophy for the first time in 28 years. Lionel Messi beat me the more China. In this tournament, Franco Akanoha say whoever wins it will be the best player, and obviously Obetimi Akoso the best player in the world. Until a Germany see Messi see says Argentina for years no beat me a bomb. The funny aspect is that this is the first time I remember Argentina football tournament as a do. Omakako Pimo final. There's no pressure. Until Mario Kempes Tuaba. Until Buruchaga Tuaba. Until almost former players who go Gatimo Tuaba. Everybody is quiet and everybody is waiting for how Lionel Scaloni and then the man be show up against Brazil. So far Brazil and so on. In this tournament, Makakwa Faso and how they set up the Babisine. Brazilians against have problem with Omu coach, problem they say they are not seeing the Jogo Bonito in their game. It is only Neymar and Lucas Paqueta and they did the beautiful game at Omu. The passing game, the total football tiki-taka combined, how their game is so fluid and how they range in passing from goalkeeping to the last person. Tele Santana did world football in 1982. Mario Zagallo did world football in 1970. Flavio Costa did world football, and the likes of Carlos Alberto Pereira, and then Felipao did world football. No, Mikai Mano Menezes' first game of boy against USA in 2010. Just after the game, Ole Dario for the biggest newspaper in Argentina, Oshe game Ana Robino Nenema, and the Paro Henrique Ganso Erbana. Obusa said, who is that man? Because this style of play I'm missing in South America for years. In as much as Tite has been successful, being a coach or did the last time in Copa America, they are still searching for their Jogo Bonito. And only the division about within the supporters, politically, division and Obio in Brazil, Sao Paulo, Flamengo, Palmeiras, some players, maybe the other nations they found a way to support. There has always been division from the days of Mario Zagallo at the Baby City time. Into Omoshe, so almost be to me I say, no almost to keep the prestige, the pride, and the bragging right over Argentina. So, dude, this is how this game has been set up. I beba at the Maracana Sports Stadium. On the game itself.
I think I game also. All right. I just have a point 4 p.m. Because way. To just away.
Just
We have answered everybody Euro. It's a long journey.
It is going to Rome. So share in recent times, in a major tournament final, Brazil has always triumphed over Argentina. In Toshe time, I museum and I feel Brazil in 2004. Copa Americano. Argentina for winning game every in the last minute in the later Ribeiro Adriano, Ecotecano, and a 2-2, and Omulusu, Argentina lose on penalties. In 2007, it was the same of Lionel Messi and Juan Romario call me, and almost lose final to Brazil in the Copa America. In 2005 Confederation Cup, no BN himself recall me from our one obey team the IBB. But Ronaldo ne kaka combine with the performance of Ginino Pernambucano, on which Michel Argentina by 4-1. And Timacan was in major tournament in recent times, and a baby Brazil hosted the Copa Americano, said you Omoneje. The last time was 89 and the last time was 2019. This time again, Omunim said against Argentina. So Omulusua, they see 1950 now. Flavio Costa, I will see a cover Bruni Banner then the Beshano, and sign the coach in a PF Stadium. No, will be happening in Brazil. Is there any hope for the 2022 World Cup? Is there any hope for Tite to stay and answer Renato Gauto Beba? Name and win now, and you know the rivalry between Diego Armando Maradona and Pele. Him representing Pele at this particular time, and Messi representing Maradona at this particular time. Two big boys, and will be able to say at the international stage of the two who have been the best. And at this time, beat me at country. Can Nema add up the Copa America for the 10th time for Brazil? Can Lionel Messi help Argentina to search for their first trophy for the first time in 28 years? And no be able to say, players are performing in their respective teams and be a struggle in this particular tournament. And before I ever studio, now me catch that was Christian Romero, the best player in the Italian Serie A, the best defender in the Italian Serie A. Or any German Pezzella, or Fiorentina, one best player or two. Otamendi is still available and is playing so well. A midfield of Leandro Paredes, Giovanni Lo Celso, and Obio who Rodrigo de Paul for Odinese and Becaccio, so one of the standout midfielders for Serie A. Omunyan rally behind Lionel Messi to make sure Messi beat me at the first trophy for years. But when you have Neymar at the international stage with a form of Lucas Paqueta and Brazil himself lose to this game, they flood the breaking right. So it will be a tall order and a very close end. But in Brazil, I always expect Brazil to win. I'm going for a Brazil Copa American victory. So in Europe,
is Andy reading from a book? Wow, he's good. All this coming from his head. Richard Asante, USA. And I see Musa was asking me, "Oh, can you anymore?" Okay, you go to Europe now. Colombia so I Peru. 3-2. 3-2. Yeah. Our bronze game. Yeah. Okay. So you detailed.
Yes. So Colombia for now have not been lucky.
Yeah.
So South America, the last time they won it was way back in 2001. Now we produce quality na ansanya ankasa, but omunye lucky. Tima or Radame Falcao Garcia, Tima or Juan Guadrado, Tima or James Rodriguez. Check the performance of Teofilos Gutierrez. Check your bit is Duvan Zapata. Check the performance of Luis Muriel. Average Yermina and Davison Sanchez plus David Ospina. Pastor Joe, on fast talent to win. Brazil are lacking forwards, but Colombia have youth forwards in abundance. Argentina are forwards, but when you have Radamel Falcao Garcia, you have an exceptional center forward. Our Europeans will envy to have in his prime. But all these omuntimin why? Because Oma changing coaches over coaches. Carlos Cruz by one team. Omukofa you say Nesta Pekan Eba. Say after what Buama Argentina is successful with their youth tournament, no one men nature talent in Colombia. Obeyebi, I'm a player say I'm a bomb with the on the Boarezi omo. But what has been the standard? It has always been semis, it has always been quarters. Omunya quarter final for the first time in 2014 World Cup in their history. The last time it was a round of 16 against England, and England 80-minute penalties at home. So actually Ricardo Gareca team na makawa say Christian Kiova any abrantia your friend Renato Tapia na maintaining almost stance no with Sergio Pina and Andre Carrico. But again they came to this particular tournament without their talisman in Rafael Guerrero. Inti Ebasa Mumuya den Gianluca Lapadura tries to beat me IBB for them. But so at that stage na Peru for lose in semi-final omuni huyebu. The last time they lost it in the final and per the quality available for Colombia I feel say omu deserve so team friend Peru comes with a bond, team chemistry, cohesion and everything, but in terms of individuals and all players are in that particular team as I do, obviously you expect that the Colombia team will Luis Diaz, Abrante FN, Edwin Cardona, these are experienced hands who expect say in tournament to make me rise to the occasion. The Peru has always been backed by the exploit and the tactical genius of Ricardo Gareca, and one more did you in the Colombia almost deserve to say you almost bury any by 3 goes to 2.
Okay. Young you.
Sergio.
I could say it later. Did it you?
Oh,
no.
My guy is going to Rome, and I'm a kind of Sergio. England for na fight na utie Giorgio Kilelia. Me who interview and I'm saying interview as a Franco who are going interview as Franco Juana or say you are in the final because you play 5 games at 2. Which
is not true. England's best performance was done in Rome against Ukraine 4-0. It wasn't at Wembley.
Okay.
And it's factually incorrect.
Incorrect.
And the more performance against
actually incorrect. Okay.
Game then and Ukraine. Oh, but the performance against Germany was better than Ukraine.
Ukraine 4-0.
Omasa.
No, the issue was Tenefia Bonina anything our final. Now, see a Tenefia Bonina.
What's about 5 of you?
5 of you.
And I'm saying so much Tenefia Bonina anything we do final. So we see if you. I know. What Tenefia Bon was it?
And I sense our fact and it's about 5.
I know. I'm not the Rambo of the
and son who could say 4 and then was a man. Yes, Uti about 5 games.
The best of it can say. A game away, no, we scored 4-0, and that is the highest score line.
Still doesn't negate the fact that
so most students say someone to me and go final.
Yeah.
I want to say that
the bottom line is that several teams have hosted win away Euro Championship. I don't know what I'm saying. Your body money the bedroom.
Yeah. That's why I enjoy Wembley.
Of course.
Okay.
Sergio, that was from Giorgio.
Continue to enjoy it too.
Okay.
Sergio,
I'm with you enjoy football.
It is coming home.
The person may enjoy celebration.
Has it ever been home? Okay, Sergio, 2 countries are on crazy football and almost share in this particular major final. And Maka said the Squadra Azuris, no. Italy. The last time they won the tournament was way back in 1968. And in GB 2012 and 2016. The last time they won the tournament was way back in 1968. In Tiacheyi. Again, almost 4 final. And the last 2 final are Italy boy in 2000 and in 2012 against France, and in 2012 against Spain. And Italy last 2 final Sergio Omelusu. Adia Omuwan is in this particular championship. Ometimi Ajibako England intimi NEB. But yet again, the last time in England saw a major final in a tournament, they won it. So what should the Italian team now? You can't be about Roberto Mancini. How he started and record and down Vittorio Pozzo and a kind of fast or breaking that particular record. In terms of Jumano, I saw any and on one man a rising welcome in Italy. Of Gianluca Vialli and Odia Branti FN Daniel De Rossi Ababekaho. And these are players they've seen it all. Both to the highest level. Daniel De Rossi was part of the team that won the World Cup in 2006. Gianluca Vialli was part of their team from 1994 at the BBC 2002. And these are the very best of players who have seen it all, vast experience in the game. And Roberto Mancini. They are unbeatable in the last 32 games that they've played. And in this particular tournament, at a point, no more but 1,055 minutes without conceding a goal. That is the Italians in this particular championship. Build it up so well. And certain players almost started a tournament finding a way to replace them. Gigi Donnarumma Barbeche in this particular championship. Say 50 million now Paris Saint-Germain the course of Mopeno or deserve. in the absence of Alessandra Florenzi. Yahusa De Lorenzo, the stability about Bema on the right. Emerson Pemery, against the English boys, or a third choice for Chelsea. But yet again, the last game of Boyano, he played so well, and it was a different Spanish side that tend to control with precision and try to dominate. Against the English, Ombe decided to go in for few touches and a more direct game with creating so much weight in wide areas. Giorgio Chiellini, Leonardo Bonucci deserve an international trophy, but the most unfortunate thing is that the last time Mukoko final against ASP Nomulusi in their major final for Juventus in the UEFA Champions League again, Omumienu and Sam Fam. Jorginho is the mainstay. A lot of issues na manfo can say the performance for Chelsea, any performance or the Amma Italy no, he feels say at least he deserves a Ballon d'Or nominee. Again, Nicola Barrera Samba Beche in this particular championship said the best midfielder we in Italy no wasn't just a fluke. The English will have a tall order in dealing with Marco Verratti as to how he combined Kevin Phillips and Declan Rice, Mienu in midfield. Federico Chiesa is the only weapon in attack because in the last few games, Lorenzo Insigne and Timmy and Fabona and Penama. Chile Mobile Betimia dealing with the John Terry Ferdinand, I call them at the back line of Air England. And that is another tall battle for Italy in attack. So the England for na fight and now Russe Franco ball like ball ban I see a PA when he moved in 1966 Omania almost to Swedish Germany. But the free side time never be seen there. The last time we making it to the semi-final of a major tournament in Euros was way back in 1966 where they bottled it against the Mannschaft of Germany on penalties at Germany too also according that particular championship. They've worked for this final. You can ohana no so a project. Now project now and Kobe Benti among for near amount. But Abrana for the money Bristamo, Eddie under 17, Eddie under 20 no, na mom for the baby anyone. Star boys na ni munamu and Omonia come dear Magari Sagita from a semi-final of the World Cup in 2018. From a group stage in 2014 and nobody more about BPM. They have the talent in abundance and they have the quality to choose from. Our backline here intact because Kawaka di or Debema and Dano and Nipa Bebano Munijide in Pifford Muno in the last few games actually almost said the Henderson and Obi Bonidin is not even closer to him. And no be the question by no obuse say look sure assist the game all bo Edima coach your friend Gary Sargate no is he not being restricted in the Manchester United setup and the coach your friend Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But again so what shall look sure for Manchester United is because he was so phenomenal this particular season. Kevin Phillips mo any Abrantia your friend Declan Rice, this will be a tough test. Omunya pass back and against Tony Cruz. But Obama pass mark against Holbier. Now they will be dealing with Jorginho and Marco Verratti in midfield. Different players that tend to return play, recycling play, hold possession in midfield and try to dominate. And there's nothing to protect. There's nothing to intercept because the way my game ni flow and almost side charm won't fin. In Tomu me and Jumana warm so I also omoye. Italians know where Juma Munupa also omoye in this particular game so almost person almost cha. A Jumani say one. You neutralize the best player of the tournament and only a wine Raheem Sterling. Game now cost no contribute to 80% of England for the ball no muboning na. So upe obi obetwe, upe obi obet transit, upe obi obetimi abo as a force 9 in Hurricane acting as a decoy. It is Raheem Sterling. Upe obi or the ball beto atnama. It is Raheem Sterling. Upe obi obet transit team na. It is Raheem Sterling. Upe the danger man in the English national team. It is Raheem Sterling. Until Di Lorenzo, Leonardo Bonucci, and then clearly where Jumaya, Juma plan number one is to make sure some best stopper Abranti friend Raheem Sterling. The next job is to make sure some best stopper Harry Kane, the Kane's Kane, and in the final you expect him so bet me BB. And that's only in our and again, so also to make this trophy, he is contending for a Ballon d'Or nomination this particular time. Nasejo Makaso Otimedia, Medina Kamit. Me final train one and also at least with me BB. It is Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling, two players. I always say Italians and your if they want to win this particular championship. And again, Chilo Immobile need to press the two centre backs. Harry Maguire has shown level at this particular tournament. He has been a standout, a mainstay centre back, and Wachesa, he is up there with the very best of European football. This is a final for him to prove his mettle. But experience is so key in major final. Game where you'll be under 60%. Obia no advantage. England for now at Wembley, that gives them an advantage. But on the same pedestal, it is a 50-50 tie.
Okay.
And two teams now being so exceptional in their previous outings, but in this particular championship, the two teams have performed so well. Obia, some be beating about PM of final, especially with Italy being in a transition. But yet again, country award tournament be that when he's playing the final, on him how to arrange it and he know how to play it. If he like to go in for wide areas, Italy will be in trouble. But if they decide to play it in midfield, England will be in trouble. So you will bet you chances, and I'll bet me winning this particular encounter. But I feel Italy have got the nod slightly ahead of my friend England.
Andy Ken. Mami Musa was asking me, Martin Samuel. No, me pen right after the power. But the Three Lion boss has done so much beyond his remit, but knows he will be judged by Euro 2020 final.
Sergio,
he will still be judged by the Euro 2020 final.
Sergio, why over can say ye better tournament na me so to remfi me ka so ntimi anya omompam no e ma mo ka say me de me radicalism dodo na lawyer boy for the message ba say ofo am so o lu so omompam Sergio why adwuma untimi identify omo identity, but yet again a team omo ntimi qualify from a group of Costa Rica, Uruguay, Italy in 2014 World Cup. Not the next Euro, and in Guasea Porto, Koje, Omantimin, a common Iceland with Geoffrey Segerson and Mumpo and Timiambo. No Penina P hitting from 2016 Euros, no Babi Pimin in 2018 World Cup final. Nene Euros, Ediane Bakele, Mbappe, Paul Pogba, Griezmann, Karim Benzema, Rafael Varane, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Dries Mertens, Romelu Lukaku. The names can go on and on and on. Harry Kane he only scored against average sides. Raheem Sterling Pep Guardiola because he failed in the Champions League final. Harry Maguire a lot of bashing from certain quarters. It almost said that John Stones so back with a redemption from January to this particular time. Not so much was expected of the English national team. Now no BN say Drew baby pressure and they will bottle it. Against Germany, a lot thought said that was the end of the road for them. Almost Germany by 2-0. Against Denmark, the moment I want to try back and see for 80 my friend Denmark fans good. But yet again, the game was straight to the wire. Harry Kane gave them the qualification to the next team. The coach in 1 year, England for now are very proud. And there's someone to me and in the World Cup 2022. Nobody will name 3 teams are your favorite for the World Cup on for England and can. Why? It is because of Ejuma Agarisagitaye. Certain guys are a lot of people who believe saying Common also almost started or bench at the players who are working for the team started. Few coaches will start with Bukayo Saka ahead of Grealish and Jadon Sancho plus Marcus Rashford. But when not the boss, games in the selection no Bebia, Top Sport, Daily Mail, Daily Star, Bebia. But coach let's take it to his boy, stick to his plans, and the person and also Nyano partners. Harry Kane was finding a way in after first 2 games and then Koyedo. Harry Kane about back and is scoring with for fun. Raheem Sterling is all over the place. Grealish free bench he has so much. Jadon Sancho back Obiahu performance on the buy. Karen Trippier never so much quality. Phil Foden so much quality. It's coach na ye Juma Basedo. In a country where they've won the trophy, you've always been judged by trophy. England for to find how many but they will come back to square one. Tests any right up on the back condemn woman at 13. Okay, when so they won 2 games and almost draw against Scotland. Wow. Almost say it ain't coming home. And I referee. I'm not winning 2 games. And I'm just said you in a group game. I'm not winning 2. Beating Croatia almost final at the World Cup. A Croatia with Luka Modric. And I'm against Scotland. And I'm draw. Almost say it ain't coming home anymore. Momolusu fan I will be Martin Samuel better book betting. Until they want to win it. And it's any baby no and they said they want to win it. and it is Wembley.
It ain't coming home, no. And this cottage being a culture.
Grandson is not now, so I English. But I know he's not English.
He's not English.
Minka so English. Oh, yeah,
I said, was he kind? As a woman, I just.
Oh, but you know, no one bash national team. And you know, no bash national team. Oh, said you know, no one bash national team, no. And you know, no. It was all over the place. And you know, no.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is that they want to win it. They have to win it. They are playing at Wembley.
Right.
They want to win it.
Okay.
And the Garisage tied in now, to crown it all, there should be a trophy. They need to hoist it.
Okay.
Back to square one.
England, I'm final. I buy you for 25 million pounds. Wow.
That is coming.
Sergio,
yes, sir.
I think and I've enjoyed Andy so much. I've been enjoying him, but I've enjoyed him so much. Minya Odenke, who's a British Army guy now.
Yeah, Odenke, yeah.
He's listening to the show.
Okay.
So, wow, the in-depth analysis.
Odenke the cow. Me in particular. Odenke or Ghana. Either say, Obey, that's all, yeah. And yes, we'll be able to. Good morning, baby. I will be officer.
Almost now the name in there, almost 20 no as original. And now or 20 army officers.
Oh, yes.
He was singing along.
Officer 1.
Sergio, Andy has dealt so much deep into it. But one thing here for sure, this tournament, the two best teams are in the final. Absolutely no doubt.
Agreed.
Tournament, 24 teams on coin. These are the two best teams.
Okay.
No more records, no more statistics near so close. 6 games. Ubia winning 5 within regulation time. And Ubia a draw back.
Okay.
Italy went ahead because it was a penalty, a knockout phase. So they went ahead and won via penalties against Spain. England draw was against Scotland, but that one was group stage game. So indeed, and now there's a mobile penalty shootout. We are no free one. Obia negotiated group stage without conceding a single goal. Italy didn't cry and overwhelming 3-0, 3-0, 1-0 against Wales.
Okay.
England also did the group stage without conceding. As we speak, England has shot 10 goals, are conceded just a goal. And that is the goal they conceded against them, courtesy that free kick. Italy also has shot 12 goals, are conceded 3. So per goals aggregate, 2 teams in Nobia or +9. It makes it extremely amazing, and it looks so very, very close. Yes, now Kagara Southgate are potentially Obetimenya knighthood. Sekobase Omutume win a trophy now. Because yes, in 2016, we share England be good when Masi. Iceland share frame. After that, and Samalada is befano just some 1 month in Omuyi. Then Gareth Southgate came in as a temporary coach. After some 2 months, they decided Zombe confirming. From then, in 2018, he made sure that England entered the semi-finals of the World Cup. A honorable man, member of the Order of the British Empire, MPE. Then, in the new European League, and as Euro League, they reached semi-final again and then placed 3rd. The 3rd major tournament, semi-final again, this time around, or the team now progressing beyond semi-final to the final. Now, you can't say, Adena or the mountain and extremely extraordinary because England win the 2nd time on mobile final in a major tournament. And when you talk about major tournament, you are talking about European Championship, Africa is African Cup of Nations, and then the World Cup. So it makes it real. So be who say England final. Interestingly, the last time they were in final, the final was at Wembley. And this time around is also at Wembley. And the euphoria, the enthusiasm, the weather, the atmosphere, everything has been super. And it seems they prepared very well for this tournament, especially saying you move for COVID-19 vaccination very seriously. And then in Britain, 72% of them are fully vaccinated. 78% of them at least 1 jab or more. And because of this, Intino Mutimi admitted about 60,000 people at Wembley. Now, no crowd said room, I rapid test and some room. It is okay, England for no ama UEFA nya jackpot indeed. A hard work and proper planning, properly executed, and the date Sunday we are. Yes, the game itself. Before say are so close and occasions like this, yeah, na wow, benya deno, a boapa. These are two teams that you can't say so both 6 games have conceded 3. The Italians are solid defensively. Then Ubebo 6 games have conceded 1 goal, and also the English are very solid. Now Gary Southgate the entire Crawford Abaso say we a tournament how kobo not big boys Jose Mourinho, Gary Neville, Obia kind of starting 11. None of them mentioned Bukayo Saka, but he knows what he wants from him. He said started tournament amazingly. In some games no about 4 back. Ube know a game be no about 3 back. Game be on ma ube say or about current 3P. Ube now if you are dropping when he settled on 4 back and settled on Luke Shaw and then Kali Walker. Kali Walker second game did not even make the first 18. But he came back very strongly. So yo, 2 teams now is so complete because in the before our tournament best time, say you can't the French national team, you can't Germany, you can't England, but team award the best midfield, the Italians. And of course, if you have Jorginho, you have Marco Verratti, and then Belera, who is the best midfielder in the Italian league. Clearly, they have very solid and formidable midfield. My dream is England, Italy for England for no, since England for Italy for no. Roberto Mancini has lived in England, coached Man City, and he understands the tradition, the mentality of an average English player. And Mario said, Jorginho no campaign, no. He knows the ins and outs of the English national team. Sergio, on a day like this, Laka will play a part. While being our tactics, no, our ability to read the game. Now, we share England, or backroom staff now. There is this guy, Colin Powell. Only Gareth gave from P5 through a Crystal Palace Academy, and he has so much confidence in him. I think the last game they were captured. He's a black boy, a black guy, 55-year-old. Only Gareth Southgate. So it's going to be so tough. So very difficult, but obeying him, baby, my heart, my mind, my strength, and everything is. My prayer, maybe beyond is he should come home. He should stay home. Room there. They can wait.
Okay.
Come on, England.
7 p.m. I go for Ochina. A game. The power was it on it? Mate in it. Saturday. No, only 55. Saturday is 50.
I'm sorry.
Not 5 years. Wow.
Kodak keeper.
Kodak. Oh, okay.
And what's it? Oh, so guys, Southgate interviews. He has so much confidence in that young guy.
I see.
And interestingly, what they say, he will not see the light of the day. Say, baby, if you my dear for England national team, better say be a Manchester and a Liverpool be a fan. A different topic for another day.
Yes.
Say why the black guys, they can't make it to the top. To the Premier League, and then frustration. So Campbell, Paul Ince,
Vieira,
Riviera,
Crystal Palace,
French boy. Anyway,
French boy, so dark.
What's the guy saying? Dark,
Power.
Okay.
All right. Enti enso no yebako Awal Mohammed na ya hedo no so ede baba a few messages na fi yan twaso Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Kessben television. Please tap Andy's shoulder. He's just amazing this morning. Myself and my wife are just enjoying him. All thanks to you, Mr. Lakalas, and the rest of the crew. God bless you all. God bless you more for supporting the English. Big man. Nyamishra Opi. Anyway, Bushia Fonina. Nana Bubiaza. Okay.
Bubiaza. So what MPP politics.
Hey, Bubiaza. Metia Bushia Fonina. I feel too much. Above. Hey, and then I will down. Tell Franco Naro to wake up from his sleeping bed. There's no way England will win this cup. Argentina all the way tonight. When the way by SL custom officer wa and the way if you wa and so a brain.
But you say SL on Messi a program one day.
No, he doesn't joke with the program.
Messi one day crowd.
Yeah, he doesn't joke with Kessben Sports. I know. Your uncle football one ma. Minimum pa chese. Omo nti asembisi.
The beer.
No, House of Folk fans me. Kessben no.
Yes.
Accra. Yeah.
Kessben ni tuni boom from the start of the program.
Pato no. Yes.
Police ni bi omo so border no so we say Poconia. Every single day omo barrier ho a.
Wow.
Enye easy.
Wow.
I'm saying one day we say obi a we am do omo dini ba na yebo. Because police for no do omo hwe pa.
Go so a district police commander. In the office or okay. And there must be omodoso. Na ko police ramu nyina and encouragement amode MIA. Didi Edway Efri Akumadan Senior High School. Didi say am say a local year. Nana Amponsa became a surprise force to reckon with in the GFA presidential elections due to his excellent ideas. So I never anticipated this rivalry between the GFA and him. Boss, I think their suspicious problems started in the press statement that Kumasi Asante Kotoko described the GFA as backward, primitive, and absurd. Boss, that press was signed by the administrative manager, and I think Asante Kotoko, as a big institution, then unknowingly allowed Mr. Emmanuel Dasobre to use the club to settle his personal problems with the Ghana Football Association. Boss, it was public knowledge that he left GFA due to accumulated pain and disrespect. Henceforth, I'm advising Nana Amponsa as a matter of urgency to discourage his right-hand men to stop the unnecessary social media posts which are targeted at the GFA. If he doesn't know, those people are unwisely pushing him into the ditch. Those people won't be banned along with him. Those people won't be banned along with him if it so becomes a reality. Boss, he who has saw act gently with flies. I think he should read Julius Caesar and understand the popular warning, beware of the Ides of March. Didi Tradi Wakumadan Senior High School. This boy.
You love to listen to
oh, yes. And the Okobaras and war Bibi of Fahua. Then somebody
these are what I call words of wisdom.
Oh yes.
Words of wisdom.
Yes. The contribution because America I'm so back fan Sembri Eddie Abba. God bless you, Didi, wherever you are. Yeah, to us I used to the message be a buy. See Jesse, England Jesse say England Esha.
Oh, okay.
I did die. That's the way a buy.
The sub GH.
The sub GH. I say Obama Jesse 2020-2021 England Jesse shirt. Yes. So England win here.
Nana here for battle.
So then host us group by group. Those of us who don't miss your show, it will be a nice show for me to play and act as Andy or Marijata. Professor Darling, Ash Gold, sporting director. Prof, good morning. Maybe I will be on the first show in the agro.
I also don't joke with Kessben Sports in Accra. Good morning, boss. Andy is super.
Yeah.
It's surely coming home. Black Soldier.
Oh, okay.
Stunches.
Oh, okay. Stunches.
Formerly of SKFM now. Hot FM in Accra.
Oh, Stunches. It is saying one crying. Live, Accra to say. Okay.
I can see he's enjoying because on Facebook.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I get to your bed times 100.
Yes.
Of frame hot in crime. Okay, to your baby.
Of frame back, I'm in Kodefi. Okay. Family Kabibia.
Oh, no study. After Raja Casablanca knocked out of the preliminary stage of Champions League, I said they will definitely make it to the final of the Confederations Cup because of their standards in Africa. Today they are in the final against JS Kabylie. Football is so scientific. It's not about packing flowers at the back of your ears or throwing coins before kickoff. Balak, Second City, and anyway about football, no, and your flower, and it's just your switch. And then your coins there to football. Wow, I love this message. Our
Mamen Chanam to so I think said to me and Andy Beshu.
Yes.
Kessben.
Yes.
I was really enjoying.
You enjoyed him, eh?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Me should have him, sir. Young way.
And I was start Delamitier General Matthew Kirikou in the capital city of Benin, Ayefreho Cotonou. The game between Raja Casablanca and then Jeunesse Sportif de Kabylie of Algeria. Basso. Ewo ene 7 o'clock sharp. CAF Confederations Cup finals. Now, over competition here, you be tempted to say football in this year's CAF Confederations Cup. I can't agree. Because Sewasha, these two sides, they are marching into the finals without losing a game. Raja Casablanca won 7 and drew 3, conceding only 1. And within this competition, there is no team that has conceded not less than 3 goals until what Raja Casablanca did in this year's competition. For JS Kabylie also, they've won 6 and drew 4. They've never lost. So, this competition, this seasons, or the CAF Confederations Cup, you'll be tempted to say football, I can't agree. And I woman say, where the first clash I see between these two sides, Raja Casablanca and JS Kabylie. Quite apart from that, JS Kabylie have never ever won a game in Africa against a Moroccan opposition, drawing 2 and losing 2. That's the unfortunate situation I'm facing. And who said the and who said Babekanwa, no Algerian team have ever won this CAF Confederations Cup since it started in 2004. On only 2 occasions, clubs aqua finals in 2009 and Tete Sportif Setif, I shortened the ES Setif, were in the finals. They lost against Stade Malien from Mali. And then 2016, Moludia Olympic Bijaya, IFM MO Bijaya, and so every Momekaino Money Media Money group, they went into all the way to the finals, losing out to TP Mazembe. So JSK has never won on the continent against a Moroccan opposition. And also Emmanuel Herculean task. And quite apart from that, Raja Casablanca, Ababeka, the 5 teams or more making on more than 1 occasions into the finals or the competition. Forces Army Royal of Rabat in Morocco, Omar making on 2 occasions into the finals in this competition. Meka in 2005, they won against Julius Berger of Nigeria. They went all the way to the finals again in 2006 and lost against Etoile Sportive du Sahel. We almost seen Chea, Obeka CS Faxien have been in these finals in these competitions finals on 4 occasions. They were in the finals in 2006, in 2007 when they defeated Al Merrikh of Sudan, and also in 2008 when they defeated their fellow compatriots at Etoile du Sahel. In 2010 they were in the finals and losing against Maghreb Defense. Quite apart from that, they also in the finals in 2013 beating Tut Pusan Mazembe. We almost in Chenya. Obesa Beka Etoile du Sahel some aqua finals on 2 occasions. RS Bekan in aqua finals on 2 occasions. Going in the finals in 2019 and 2020, and Nwasaka TP Mazembe so Amako in these finals on 3 occasions. So Raja Casablanca Beka these 5 teams so wow into the competitions finals on more than 1 occasion. And Raja Casablanca will always fancy their chances. In this competition, they have been the most dangerous and the most consistent team in this competition. Went to the group stages. They won all their games without conceding. The game they conceded was against Orlando Pirates. That was in the quarterfinals. And look like 1-1 Soweto in South Africa. 1-1 and Omuba share Orlando Pirates 4-0 in the second leg of the quarterfinals. And Omuba into the semi-finals. MT, a fellow team, Omunene share in the group stages, which was the Pyramids FC, last year's finalist. Omushiemu a goalless draw at home, goalless draw away into goals are in both teams or in both two matches, and a Uremu into the penalties, and a Raja Casablanca at the Uremu. Now, Sewasha Raja Casablanca team now, the consistency has been there since the days of Juan Carlos Garrido in 2017-2018 season. Even though some of them have leave the shores of Raja Casablanca. A typical example, any Zakaria Hadraf or Free Eko joining JS Kabili. But quite apart from that, the likes of Sofiani Rahimi, who was the best player in the recently played Chan tournament at Boyo, Cameroon. The likes of Omar Sobol, goalkeeper Anas Ziniti has been one of the top-notch goalkeepers on the continent. Oka coach, Oka goalkeeper, or determined games, Anas Ziniti is one of them. And I remember last year when Raja Casablanca played TP Mazembe at the TP Mazembe Stadium in Lumumbashi. He was the one who stood in between TP Mazembe and victory. And eventually Raja Casablanca had the better of TP Mazembe going to the semi-finals before losing out to Zamalek. And Walker Abdul Jalil Jibira, he's one of the consistent guys, the left fullback for Raja Casablanca for about 4 years now. Sanad Al-Wafali was part of the Libya team na Chan tournament in 2014. Money Ghana share was South Africa. Ofrio was Babak. Omar Butaib has also been one of the consistent guys. Even though Badr Banon, after last year's competition, Omotono, Edima Nadi Alali, you see said the base of the team no ewoho. Quite apart from that, Omar Arjun, Zakaria Elwadi, and Omusadi Fabrice Luamba Ngoma from AS Vita, and Ben Malangosu from TP Mazembe, Ebekau, augmented the side. No. And Mohamed Ben Ali was the guy who was the 2-goal hero in that game against Adriana Mekai, some 2018, Mushiemu, into the CAF Confederations Cup group stages. Up till now, that's what team. No. So you see, sir, the consistency, that's the reason why all these guys are performing. And for JS Kabili, since 2002, they've never won a continental trophy on the continent. Since 2002, when they won the CAF Cup. And where at the final, or Muremu, since 2002, they've been in group stages of the CAF Champions League in 2006 with the likes of Kotokone Nadia Lalimo and CS Fasien. In 2008, I remember they were in the same group with Kotoko and Almeric during the CAF Confederations Cup. But to making it through up to the finals, that's been the header. But this time around, they've been able to cross the LD. And watch the competition here. Osama Bembot, their goalkeeper, has been the standout performer so far, the best goalkeeper in this competition. Or a save of about 67% in all the games Ayabo. And in Walid Ben Sharifa, this guy has been their standout left-sided defender. In Badruddin Suayad, and all the other guys are more at the back, in Ahmed Kerum and Ahmed Abdel Salam. So in midfield, they are likely to pay the likes of Malik Raya and then Ahmed Benabdi. These guys are going to shield the back four. No? In front, Omobe Jumar Uki Okachi, Mohamed Zakaria, Rida Bensaya. These are the guys that the JS Kabili team under coach Dennis Lavan will going to rely for them to do the damage against Raja Casablanca. It's a top game, top-notch game, but for me, Raja Casablanca, Seju, they are the absolute favorites. Who competition on what display very good performance. It's so unfortunate for them, say in their last 3 games in the Moroccan Botola League, no, they've drew 2 and lost 1. So in the last 3 games, someone team winning. That's a stumbling block team. But quite apart from that, in this competition, they've never lost. They've never lost, and they conceded only 1. It's a tough game. And so what shall I say, Joe? CAF Confederations Cup, no. Senior Champions League, Arab Fonisa dominating. On what side in Ababet, as Ababe work CAF Confederations Cup, no. And where Ababe about 3 consecutive occasions, finals are Yebo CAF Confederations Cup, Arab Fononqua. In 2018, AS Vita. Any Raja Casablanca Uremu. In 2019, it was RS Bekani Zamalek and Zamalek winnie. In 2020 last year, it was RS Bekani Pyramids and RS Bekani winnie. And just also this year, we are going to have Raja Casablanca and GS Sportif Kabili. So it said the Arabs, their dominance on the continent to almost spread, almost cutting across. So you tend to ask yourself, competition, because they seem to be dominating. And even in the CAF Confederations Cup, here teams from black African countries, they are only few. Accra Suffolk in 2004, You can talk of Stade Malien in 2009. The Leopards team, no, AC Leopards from Congo Brazzaville in 2012, or Abraham Moshe Joliba, and then TP Mazembe. So Chirao said the Arabians, they always keep on dominating the competition, and that's the big trouble that we are facing. For us, the black African clubs, you know, to make it through, you know, we have a tall order. These guys, they pay a lot of cash to bring quality players. They maintain their guys. They bring also quality coaches to spearhead their projects, and that's the reason they keep on dominating. In the Wimbledon finals, no? Okay. Yeah, Novak Djokovic against Matteo Berrettini. Novak Djokovic is seeking to equal the record Grand Slam titles of Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, 20 each. And we are likely to be the 6th Wimbledon title. And for me, Matteo Berrettini, this is the first finals over into the major Grand Slam. Adia Matteo Berrettini says, oh yeah, and his first time serves, I say, oh yo, Novak Djokovic, because the serves are more powerful. Say one to me, you can never come to the party, especially we say, oh no, I'm making it say the grass court at Wimbledon and both the blue hard court, Australian Open and US Open, he's master on there. And to me, Novak Djokovic is scaling through. Makita Vondrousova in 2016, Luzu to Angelica Keba. And then Ashleigh Barty also has been in the finals right now. She's coming face to face with Karolina Pliskova. Ashleigh Barty was the 2019 French Open champion. And you remember Karolina Pliskova in 2016 US Open, she lost to Angelica Keba. So she's also entering into a second major Grand Slam finals. But she's never won. For me, Ashleigh Barty will be the real deal in that finals. She's a Diamond League, no so the penultimate competition in athletics prior to the start of the Olympics, no.
Stockholm.
Stockholm say we are Monaco. Indeed, we'll be looking forward to seeing the likes of Trayvon Bromell, but when some of the big names, you know, they will not be making it because ahead of the Olympics, no. But the likes of Shellyan Fraser Price, no, all the other guys will also be there. The likes of Fromel Munina, Custom Wallum, all of them will be at the Monaco Diamond League. No, how things are going to pan out prior to the start of the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. But say Joe, no, watching football so eba home, will be bien.
Football ben eba home bien.
Will be bien.
Football ben eba home bien.
Watching
bien. Football ben eba home.
I say watching omone Pacific Heroes, no.
Okay, you local story.
Yes. After that game, no.
All right.
Was a coach Misa I feel we were boy Juma say. Because he's specialist when it comes to picking teams from first division to the Premier on different occasions. And Gold Stars one of the projects Coach Misa. And I think said to me, Waboy Juma pa anti football about Moyo Bibieni.
Sergio, Andy is fantastic. Andy is fantastic. No wonder he has a big head. Okay, all right. Andy Tieso. Okay, and so but I listen to you every day. So you should add my name, Jennifer, and anyway, son Jennifer. The last all right. Then this Babangida answered the way Abraham Ikeja Lagos. Also say our Muhammad said JS Kabili have not lost any game on their way to the final. I've not lost any game on their way to the finals. We are playing an 18 club league. The leaders can't win away matches, but we think our best or winner of the league should do well in Africa. We are playing a primary school league. Others are playing professional football on the continent. Ikeja Lagos the Babangida di way free eba. My name is I drew her na and some more de abre. And if he answered the way, but I greet you and your crew. I'm telling you, the trophy is going to Rome. But we pray the referee on the day will not be like the referee who officiated the England and Denmark game. England is playing the final because they got a referee like Maxwell Hansen in their favor. Italy, all the way. Hashtag Bofobeba is still on course. And it will happen by His grace. Kandahar, Sunyai Zungu, and an FDW, a free, and so a prayer. All right. Baby, I do know, as your bad local stories, no. Ubasha said a free, a heifer, week in the camera come up, but did the crazy issue be? The story, the message on the Bible. Ubasha Bakan will be Biana.
Sergio,
yeah.
Did you say no? In a way, a foot and Okakai, Nema, SCC baby. Senator Subre, any problems with the GFE and Mpanyinfobi to see be an immediate boss, Prosper Harrisonado.
Yes, that's a name.
Yeah, they know. And I'm okay, send no program. I can't pinpoint, and I mean to mention as a netizen. I don't have sufficient grounds to say, says Anna Nettie. A Juma day, you to me, Jai, ko baby. So be Jai Juma.
Did your time is a Memphis Akuma than senior high school teachers in Kahoma, they be a muti. You don't want to okay.
Many say, there be a BJ Juma free baby. Actually, so no one, no, me Jumano. No problem. Okay. So now more no more or no many problem back okra. Mama classical example. Atapuko a number of times a production in internet here. Even though still a free and a call want to me. Enti Nesenti min person media to manameka say that's a bridge judge if you know no more problem in here. But the Bema will be a giant sir near after so big gino and some ebekukoso. And I think that infamous letter after the view Kotoko ko use view na GFA for stop yomo Kotoko extra justified intia omujidi say so omu use no mu wie no omu use those words primitives and some bebre na enu achi obekaya ekoba say CEO su ni nyina ehia na omujitum say no Kotoko use view na hardware so omujitum no mu use Omuye no say omugidi say krata na Kotoko tro ye no emfata say ode krata be kwa akoma GFA we na say nti ebeya omo apologize. That statement which came from Nana Ponsa on the day is also didn't help matters. Say well maka mate but anyame nko na metra si decide ye ntimi mpacho name me kwa consult me crofo and ebepim ne to the best of my knowledge that apology never came. Make a way they are 2G in some can say, as a Idrubaby no na Kotoko companion for no. You see, as a GFA tie Kotokana, GFA no Kotoko problem. Ubeshim pa in terms of communication. Be obedient my UNCB, so I mean, communication from GFA or more attack Kotoko. But there has been a number of communication from Kotoko portraying the FA in the bad light. Inti, uties ansem na. For example, that statement. Okay, the Omudaba TV.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could trust this one of them.
Some of the things of Mudeba. In terms of also America's real Kotoko is bigger than the GFA. Kotoko is bigger than MPP. Kotoko is bigger than DC. Sorry, Nana Ponsa. In the case of Kotoko is bigger than the GFA, for me, I felt it was unnecessary because it is not common. It's not possible for a subset to be bigger than the universal set. So a basic Venn diagram. It is impossible. Say the subset will be bigger than the universal set. Kotoko is one of the clubs in Ghana which is under Ghana Football Association. So the universal set is Ghana Football Association and Kotoko is a subset. And those statements and trying to portray say indeed you are bigger, no, I also feel that it didn't help. But didn't somehow all kind of foot way. Obeka say a bit late. Say I remember giving that advice here, and some people who felt say advising somebody amounts to hatred, no. Another thing. Far Rangers krata ya omutru yiseju. Nokwa ye kapa. It is easy to say GFA has overreacted. It is easy to say GFA no wenyano. But you ask yourself did Far Rangers write that letter under duress? Obitri to the Far Rangers so Montros Akratana. Neba Far Rangers trim so Betros Akratano. Oma mi se mra ewo football no muso moye no ehu any consequence ana. So for me, the least anybody can do is to tell the FA to temper justice with mercy, to temper justice with mercy. Chese ube to me the mrana ye juma, but the drew baby mrana ode ye juma no go nsem kakra na me humo bromrem. So it's like you see sometimes we are amazing people. Yet krom yamfa se bia se me no na tie duman ano papa na wasore no afase kan na wo afumu kodo na mete na meto da me wo be kwa ba na mete na meto da me no akira me wo bode ni benyine no na mawia me ho akotwa me kotwa bode na wo be chime ne pa cho na so mpre wo di mama police ne de mituma krom wo ne be ka se wo ye nipa bonini asoma di kotwa ne bode ba akopɛ o me de ni tum do de mre ye adwuma no ba nipa na no de ote ho na obi di akone aba on the auto dam you we will not accuse that person. I'm saying that nipa our no ideally he's the one we would have to blame. And in this particular instance, me if I want to talk about the FA and how they have applied the law, I will only say that it's too harsh. They should just calm down. But if we say enyemra, what are you talking about when it is clear, explicit in the regulations? Okay. A bit unfortunate. Simple bitawa, you don't play yourself into the hands of that person. As we speak, Usha Asante Kotokwa, and then the CEO is on the verge of being banned. The head coach has been banned by the FE. Emmanuel Jemfi has been banned. Into Kotoko, CEO, head coach, deputy captain, who is the acting captain, all receiving the ban. But if you take each of the issues individually, they play themselves into it. So Bianyeri Barreto is one kika sansem no kikain. Emmanuel Jemfi ekokoti abrantiwe. Me jitumze oyem from so but nkrofo bebraya yemfani omuntino. I feel it was selective justice and it was unfair. But in all these instances, you realize that you play yourself into the hands of the laws. Etimemi who did the ensema okay nyina say futu as whether they will take it or not is another thing altogether, say Joe.
Okay. Yo. Na and also no. You ever call stories no so this decisions are hold up by a wiki appeals committee also decisions be also the by no
maybe we'll touch on the Mediema one as compared
Mediema ni friends Samabodu no so Omabogu appeal na bogu yes
Omak affirm the decision of the status committee.
Status committee?
Yeah. On the status committee, it decided, they say, na mediema pay about 332 or so, I've forgotten about 3.2 billion. And a mediema pay. And a status committee, ma mediema 30,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Say, no, na James Wadu into ya. Now, this is the merit of the case. James Wadu signed the Samuel Wadu signed the mediema 2018. January 3 years contract. Into that contract no nebeba na wie 2021 January. Then December 2nd they decided to renew the contract for additional 2 years. Now per the original contract no mutuanika 3,000 cedis a month, but omu renew and they call 10,000 cedis a month. Then per the original contract, say omumu bia pesu ojaya ese so man yonko eye notice 3 months ahead. Sawa mano na ojaya ubetua o salary no mo home yensa. Now the new contract that Samuel Boadu e breachi ye anaso abrogate unilaterally no na eye 10,000 a month en oji. No mo clause na mo ye the first one no ne shemu say se one kasa nkwa do pejaya after se obetua 3 months no ne signing on fee no se coach ni jaya ne signing on fee no obetua e de amamedema no asa de abo home yensa biem e de amamedema ansa na relocation fee say ye no wo Kumasi or relocate to Otakwa no was etua. But the renewal contract no mu ye no. No enticement fee was paid. No relocation fee was paid. And according to the appeals committee, the person which say a son say not new contract now we're breaching old one a son say new one now we're breaching or went to a relocation fee no some media makasa on refund the relocation fee enye a son say o went to a enticement fee and permanent media makasa on refunded 3 times the enticement fee now enye enti do be to ya ne bosumi aketu ya ne mohomiensa 10,000 cities times 3 which is 30,000. So the appeals committee say omo affirm the decision of the status committee. Now unsa na nkrofo concern ni say adena Asante Kotoko unilaterally abrogate the contract between them and Maswo Kunedu. Omo otua the entire contract sum de ma Maswo. Na James Samuel Boadu de yes only 3 months pay. Now share per ruling no the person which say senka the first contract now or J enticement fee or J relocation fee na or abrogate dia and then those near man affecting ultimate as and corresponding na the mediema. Name the new one there because those things were not paid Nintino and ya there's a refund there. In the case of Kotoko and Maswo Kunedu, it is just like the first contract of Medea Mani Widiana and any renewal. No? Enti Kotoko unilaterally abrogated it. 3 months notice was not given and all those things were not properly done. And that's why they said, say, so there's some slight difference in terms of a contract, no termination clauses, anyhow it happened in both cases.
Okay. Yo, Lawyer Adumako Kwale, I say good morning. Kumasi Asante Kotoko is no subset. Kotoko is a stakeholder. With Asante Kotoko and the other clubs, there's no GFA. It is obvious the agenda, and we shouldn't sweep it under the carpet, has narrow forgotten the letter from Prosper with respect to view. Okay, view later be now. Prosper control.
Yeah. When I let me say later, with the greatest of respect. The first one, what was it? Was there an insult? Maybe lawyer bit Makai. Makai said no catch that letter was telling Kotoko they are not permitted to use the view name. I've forgotten the exact constructions that were involved, but to the best of my knowledge, I didn't see any insult in that letter. It is a lawyer bit my boy. Me assure you be a bit refreshing in our memory. It was a letter no.
Okay.
But the issue of say Kotoko any subset of GFA. Very, I disagree. Me, my dream say your Ghana Football Association. And the Ghana Football Association, your clubs. Into my dream say club will be or ya under GFN or she GFN. GFN the umbrella board.
Kotoko is stakeholder.
Yeah, you're a
subset.
But who says if you're a subset of a universal set, you're
stakeholder? Okay.
We are a subset of, for example, Offer Wesley College of Education community now. The students alone are a subset of Wesley College. The teaching staff are a subset. But teaching staff, even though we are subset, we are stakeholders. So it can be a subset and at the same time a stakeholder. In fact, once you are a subset, you are a stakeholder. You have an interest. Enti Mekase will be onye stakeholder.
Maybe without Kotoko and the other clubs, there will be no GFA.
In the same way, in the principle of universal sets and subsets, without all the subsets, there will be no universal set.
Okay.
So I haven't said anything different. Maybe I'm talking mathematics, maybe lawyer is talking law.
So Rango, this is the letter here. There's no shade, there's no. This is the
letter. Say no lawyer making reference to GFE. You see, sometimes if you don't take a you are even Andy say let maybe say
message back and
I felt that there was no insult, but maybe Kotoko might not be happy with it. content of that letter. But I'm saying that in correspondence in formal settings, just like between two institutions, Kotoko and GFA, as a sort of tries to be jai primitive. Then I can't be now all the 16 club CEOs in Ishia. Almost say assembly, almost 16 CEOs in 18 CEOs in almost say the communication was bad. The language wasn't good. It was an insult. So they should apologize. It's not me saying it. If I'm wrong, all the other 17 Premier League CEOs also were they wrong?
Enche mene Prince Akuta be twin komo kakra kakra bi Prince Aba na fi yefriwa ya behwe nsensema hodo bebre and so na ekoso ba koso Ghana Football Association has referred clubs who owe the association statutory payments and fines to the disciplinary committee for enforcement. And on yeba na ya behwe sansem no enso yepa na clubs no bebre the Africa
yes.
Ni nyina hu sensem yeba na
what they can anyway minim kokode because e bia mrada ho
exactly e bia mrada ho
after 40
this FA clubs on metua anya say be usi because mrada ho odimeka the days bia wa metua ye usi enti okay eno ho na
brekum una obi bonso na hu so the can went to ultim ko protest
yes brekum Chelsea and so appeal omuso ko ye no committee na bobu omne wafa jesi zemene onzo mabagu any sense ma hodo p okay mamene Prince Akuta entwetwe nkomo kakra na yemeto adwumede no so mamu apa SDA Techima yes Techima City okay we have heard this one so dey but mama twetwe nkomo kakra me ba ya be hwede na Prince Akuta dey say
amadum you have a go
Nyankopon asepa we are strong
yes
ujutum so strong pa
nyame
Nyankopon wow o di djuma e was zongo communities no mutitru I say ebo abaso pa Nyankopon shira say nipa bako single handedly utimi organize matches manipa mama ya de na twetwe nkomo na mama yenhwe videos no ne ma ekoso e ho no de na ba utimi anti o share sa de we nyina ase e wo community zongo community no
me da say jo Laka any Kessben TV adamase ni na ne se me se zongo talent e wo zongo papa madam was talent na te ma bobonten enti Misha say net 23-24 years in Asia ball last
okay
next start say the young ones no na edisha say e chene the 3 senior players count
okay
e won say sanu talent no enti man yen open no bi antim bobi enti e shase kakra krasis amale duri be duri say me ka say talent a every sa park am so enya keto abu ya wuzamu na e park na tetiwa mu na so lemi na sa park na tetiwa mu enti the way Kessben o see soya sisi say me no kasa ma de na ko echi no e da mase pa ma say enura amanfo zati frefre say be da mo ma omutima aboboa ama dwumedi akoso
okay
e sha say na teams near 8 and about 12 because in say more than 24 teams zongo
wow
na e bobo no o hwe inter communities inter zongo community football na e bo onye zongo ni a on kan and ma won say me zongo ni and a talent no made my talent na ta ma bonte
okay
is ani na esemeboa
way for zongo fonkwa
na ebo
okay
ene de mekan zongo fonkwa na ebo ball wiase police no soldier no so ye bon waso ndwemu oko America ye ball securities wo oba UK securities wo oba Ghana Premier League ye ball security mo sa kunta kwakra na me hwe no reach na o church ntokwa be see baby
yeah
but ye hono e bo penalty ko bia eti bebia na ote enam se zongo eti wanse enti zongo yo nya so sheda no ma enye because me ball no police no soldier no net mo be 40 something matches no police no so I want to say zongo fire there ni na say you obey the rules and regulations are ya set it's a man do what e say cause suspension no rechi abokrom e use unqualified player or money ababon one boy born at bench edima min passem and a sabobo ma bokro and bokro shall number 1
disqualify me the points in my number 1 mran ye adwuma and the 2 the bebe bia obia echafaba because participation fee ba mobia 200 Ghana cedi for participation 20 teams na eboa nti ni na say mo amutie mo na obia mbra na mboa ti na zongo be kunanim because the Laka di mazongo for no bona ama wa pushi awade na mana kunim tentem say amount for so eba and we dey na more Kessben afidie kase be say zongo muda Kessben TV as no bia enhwe Kessben television almost sports na sonko and Joe Laka zongo for say wo hian wo honom na be so ya say
meba
ene match ya boy ene tafo wo moni oforukom first semi final
okay
tafo ene oforukom match near 4 p.m. sharp
okay
and then one of the presidential advisor if Nigeria Baba Park no so if no Yadima Gobiri Mahmoud Baba Park na see ene me no ka say and Monday second semi final between Akrum and Adukrum, the best rivalry in the world, you know. Akrum and Adukrum Monday yes Akrum and Adukrum tama oba honoma what means ampa zongo talent o zongo omo bono ma ne fe and officiating so ya kama and gidie wo yemu we trust each other ni na say nyame and to be honest with you Kessben damasi because nanka the mumu ye no sana the rest of the sports na omotimi so ya se no push ade na nanka na me ko nanim echese entimi damasi
na se ewo nyankopon ewo na be ko so asomasen pa because djuma mudi no ho na nyasam ketwa kra me ma ho de but ye nkofo bebre o ba ho na report o de ba no se ne video ehwe TV ji mo ya de papa my for how many years ni
24 years
wow
yes
24 years
players are mo born me bomudi e be shock Prince Entry Abobi, Hamza Mohammed Abobi, B. Kotoko Abobi, Amadou Touré Abobi, Abib Mohammed Abobi, Nassul Lamin Abu Yauza. Most of the players in Abobi.
Alright.
So they say, to be honest with you, exactly. Yashasiano, Yankasa age Jiska, teams in Setiska. But Jimmy who say Mbwa, aya enibre eba. And I just say menji be a sikabium. You have a call company for na nyaka krakra. But to be honest with you, honorable Muntakat then no support you pa or kauna born no drew baby ejuri. To be honest, baby and can answer oka. And she say me say this year CEO Zongo Development Fund. Alhaji Abdullah Yasser or Bahonum ever my 10,000.
Okay.
But budget no be 30 something thousand.
I see.
After Gusua a pushi a cracker and a refuse your Tuamuka sound system for commentary or participation fee boss net.
Okay.
But Nina said Zongo for to be honest ya dear could be a person or bois cracker and let us be Biadia. We are waiting for them. But on the 17th of this month, the grand finale day.
Wow.
Yeah, two and Safre. The sports minister Mustafa Yusuf, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf Baby, any penny for but Honorable Ali Suraj, or boy, Papa, Honorable Muntakaleta so ako. We are waiting for the response now.
Now prizes, Ben, what games you move?
Okay,
yeah.
Winner, 2,000.
Okay.
Runner up, 1,000, and then 10 and 4th, no match at 4,000.
Okay.
And the best player, Obenya. Boots, Golkin, Obenya iPhone.
Okay.
And
iPhone.
Then iPhone. Wow. And then the best team, Benya Science Television, Kakrakadia,
the
Babam.
I see.
One called Mustafa Hamid.
Okay.
Mustafa Hamid, O level. One sponsor, the best Golkin, best player, and then television now, the Mustafa Hamid. One sponsor, side, you know. And he, on say, today be a Eden, ball, Juma Eden. The way, oh, you know. Nankasano be idea betima bona manako because Kessben to be honest with you shaman ko etiri they are okase Mumbai Park no I had a lot of costs from the foreign akute be da my park no can say na through this is a fair education directorate because park belongs to government that's the Ghana education inti sponsorship na to dey be adding when you say na ma be Kessben there the announcement about Kessben ye dey be ma no ma so yase ma peka kradia ma ya bobo no
that's it yeah that's it praise akuta you baba especially final game no me bo money an say bit my organize bibi na 2 semi-final games no yet me hu dey bit my but you baba
okay and first semi-final Monday second semi-final and Oforu Krom
okay
womoni Tafo
Oforu Krom Tafo
any Tafo enya match kitwa
wow okay
and Monday Akurim womoni Edu Krom the best rivalry in the world no because omobe emi say nsuo kitwa bi na omuntim Akurim any Edu Krom born on the Monday and misada omo amoboa no
all right
the leaders of the Ababo and then the organizing body na me bomb mabaso and no more my bibian kwaso
is that good ebe da sepa no pay na ebehwe you say free and they copy me final game beba no among for ba support mo pa
me da se
bibia kama Asokwa Deportivo team wura say mamo 3 balls
oh nice nice
coach Kamara or say or the 3 balls brand new
ball wona reggae
yes
wona reggae me krom ni
yes
wona reggae
okay
aya oba ho
okay
okorum okotoromi na o ma mba ho on say zengo nko a yedi abetemensa abababo yedi yantechi abababo
okay
yedi jojefiri abababo yedi kete okreku abababo yesa di American base aba ya sakasaka park no so because I'm say courier any understanding any kabom oy wentementi Deportivo yada wase
all right Prince Akuta is where that's a
and confess al match no me bon mabaso me sa bon paye because we zongo team zongo players to do a confess al and a match no is a must win inshallah bia be kama jama confess al and a must inshallah
Prince Akuta yeah that's a president Interzongo Community Gala
Federation of Zongo Football the president
wow
Federation of Zongo Football
Akuta that's
me say madam Joe
okay it's the local stories no so Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben television messages ka krebi wa ha before about transit and be famous mo call na the day akoma so pa wiki nyina enso hold the hunsem enso abrayen I'm Vitalis Doha Qatar in defending a throw. If a player decides to throw the ball, I'm saying I didn't answer that question away, and you know, will you and your panelists not agree with me that in as much as Division 1, Zone 1 are going to play behind closed doors, the away teams will also require police escort to and out of town, since teams can be attacked outside the stadium? Or say OG. And I'm saying, also, what's me? What's the baby? So, is it true that Callum Husnodoi has changed his nationality for Ghana? Charles Aguna Ahanta. Charles Aguna Ahanta. There also the Abreye. No. Good morning, Joe, and your able pundit. FIFA immediately issued a communique when a journalist was crowned king at Obuasi Stadium and carried in palanquin out of the stadium. FIFA condemned the issue and charged the FA to investigate and punish accordingly. Sergio, let your pundits scrutinize the incidents at Deu and Sunyai and compare them to that of Obuasi. Which one carries a magnitude to allow FIFA silence on this? Bismarck now at Dansuman. Also the Abreye no. Yetwaso. Marijata.
General.
Ubebefie yensa nkwa mono.
Yeah, sure.
Zaboko.
Be cool, General.
All right. And then ina pesenka oko.
Menya commercial dwarfs and Ken Faisal hol mo kakra.
Dwarfs Ken Faisal.
Oh, Techman.
Okay. MC be chance every ho.
Sir.
Debbie yen chance every ho.
Yeah.
Ye be kakra no organize ho kakra na fi abasa game no enso. All right. Lawyer Tomako sound the way by Joe. You and I know insults can come from the tone of a statement. It doesn't have to be explicit. Again, stakeholders can affect or be affected by the organization's actions, objectives, and policies. So it can't be same as subsets. Lawyer Admako Accra. Local stories this week, Andy.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I may try to still boil down to the questions I almost buy. About Ebisa say a Division 1 to me almost behind closed doors without supporters. into ono de nko believe say still a mo ba no nka ye mo security a mo betimi abo mo ho ban in and outside the town. So I think that it's a step in the right direction. But at the back of the who said your class no, are they well equipped? Do they have money for all these security personnel? I think say also be free in some at home, especially in that particular zone. Oh, Techimai, you pay your place, accommodation of place, auto boot. So move from Techimai to Kopaga or the Kotamali. So what the Bakumasia match be a bebu you not spend no less than 10,000 a game. And it's anima when na ulusu in your match venue. No supporter is coming to pay a peswa or a penny for you. A chess game saka obebu na ulusu says na. For me, that should be serve as an advice to the clubs. Niste, yeah, amene babe drunye hooliganism. Yeah, bo referees, yeah, chase away teams, yeah, chase supporters after stadium, yeah, to Aboba Park. In Tokwa down the war front, and I'm about to do ne. Ye as supporters, ye as club leaders, at the end, ye the numbers in the amamu. Say these are the numbers also Modoko Park and so. Numbers say also in a perimeter. These are the numbers I also book more park and so just to make sure say game you meeting your boy. I agree, saying Katimune ba a chromonum cross security do money, say do any. But for me, and I'm say class in Misika or Mudibetia for that security apparatus no or one also how Messia handle situation. I feel almost Kubu now Okubiewa at the end of battle. Already you are playing behind closed doors. Until say Kubu or Sababa to Abobio. Now it is the home team, players, management, leaders against the away team, management, leaders, and officials. For me, that should end there. You don't have anybody to blame. There are no supporters in as much as will be blaming one referee or the other. So you can't have top level football, better platform, better pedestal, top referees. Finance here or mobile bonnet chain. And Antonio Matula horse than Kebedi, but penalty no Kojima Kylian Mbappe against Portugal in the frame. This is the best referee that we have in the world. But we call committee blunder. Heroes. I'm a Goncoopers never did this particular final. Until referee be a mistake. And I knew that Daniel McKelly for him telling you say and so you disagree say a penalty. Or more committee mistakes. Sani referees never so they are not unblemished. They can commit blunders. Until almost committed blunders and just kind of class and theatre say almost so many a buyer on Madan a this one for Nababedruna games on Bebonano. Behind closed doors. For me, it shouldn't go beyond the pitch. Say team in a barber show or no bodro we said you also start to mobile and after we chasing it out of town. For me, I disagree, and I think that the clubs don't have enough money on beating the Akuta for Sardian.
All right. Please tell Prince Akuta they should open the next competition to other areas. The other areas invite we the Zongos in their games too. Again, I think all the players playing doesn't mean they are all Muslims. Ahija Zongo, for instance, we combine with those in Ahija to form a team for competitions. Kuta, sorry, I'm saying OTA or the camp into your better because other areas no more. So we invite you Abu so I
don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay.
Your competition how to make us say this is the unique identity of this competition. So I can see the unique identity. And for this special one, this is how we are doing it.
Okay.
And it gives it an identity.
Okay.
It's your baby brain. No, they want to give it. That is the identity they want to give it.
Right.
And made me so much proud of that thing is because say who engage the youth in activities such as this. Very good. First of all, they become popular and a very difficult man is obeying indulging any social vices. Zongo, Emarim Fise, Yekrum or Maimha, Yashadati Zongo Development Fund, Zongo or the same minister, why is a special community?
Okay.
And I think, say, Prince Akuta, I feel that Zongo near Quade be episode Dibonimo Hunisea Obesu.
Yeah.
It has an identity, they shouldn't dilute it.
All right.
Okay. Other competitions can do it differently, but for this one, I'm in support.
La Adma Kuno Pedia Mukakra. Or say Kotoko is no subset. Kotoko is a stakeholder. Without Kotoko and okay, I'm saying or the food by. I'm saying my reading elsewhere. I don't know. So they call different.
Honestly, whatever they be, I mean, personally respond to be.
So okay.
Because we have
you and I know that insults can come from the tone of a statement. It doesn't have to be explicit. Again, stakeholders can affect or be affected by the organization's actions, objectives, and policies. So it can be same as a subset. The law seminar you. Okay, and also I don't know. Other areas and so cry before say me call calls and also games no.
So
yeah.
Kalima was in Odo idea. No, I'm saying no. I'm for be craft from Busa. I didn't say false. Who the baby I say Kalima was in Odo idea to Zafide and I FIFA diatum say Otum Bisia Kamagan anti or more moki canos a Rudura dancem. Obise Sunyane Deu DC no yem fan compare or boss the anti Amakaf and as FIFA I release about journalists. Sergio DC it has nothing to do with journalism. DC Oceaniano has nothing to do with journalism. And no, FIFA ni say ball muntokwa isi obebia. And American Cooper America American be. You can read about the rivalry between England and Scotland. Obetimi I'll go back and read about New Zealand and Australia. The Germany England rivalry and the Argentina England rivalry Liverpool DSC a siba baby Ghana ha me na for sida. Inti FIFA ni say hooliganism is part of football. Inti omo fuaso say but yet again the level at which they hold journalism in high esteem is different from what we are talking about. FIFA ante that say Manchester United any Liverpool a match ama ya so journalists matter now free stance museum for just because we could pass a comment to be a supporter so around in nyadwen FIFA ante that say Roger Casablanca any elali bon match ama journalist bi akwa pass a comment bi ya tam journalist na free stadium ho say yemfa limpia bonten because comment bi or pass and supporters na nyadwen but ye had and I'm say a bimun in hold the journalism in high esteem no said you sanye manisia and supporters some supporters believe that all views should represent their views. E be an journalist no nim renim e be an asem na all can emfa kwam pasedo and no emma any supporter the audacity say obe take journalism out of the stadium inti no and the Bema FIFA actually sakrata and dia base omo condemn whatever transpired in Obuase but say two coaches air condia said
that was calf.
Okay say two coaches air condia say Tito Vanando Vani Jose Moruna yibia me yehu enti FIFA a calf who be but generally dear said me I've read, I'm a history student, I've read a lot about football but me baby journalists are pass a comment to stadium in a PA elsewhere your stadium my journalist create ni atoso Maracana and Ombebo finally the stadium is named after a journalist in Tiaha and a bimu need that respect for a certain job and a maybe as pass a commenter or representative with a certain jersey in the stadium also even within our colleagues comment ni bo crowd pass ya when microphone bo any omo de all because e be wako casting be obi no nyadwe ho na ho aye nkrofo afa on time ntiene na be maka very release number but the see usunyane we the first time as National Coronation Park hooliganism esiwo dreams we the first time a coaches me no elko park so nti that is a different journalism is clearly different from coaches me no omoko any hooliganism abapa
that's one side I share the other side
let's not be emphatic say coaches me no
nye hono
me can correcting kakra on say dreams for say coaches me no more Chelsea for so say coach no has been ya bon coach no nti say ye emphatic ye stance say coaches me no na ko na say ya akogina one side and no na person
but talk between two coaches
the wrong video here part we see there
so share na say first there
Chelsea coach na account na say on kahwe na broni yire ni pa ne sembo na inti.
They were fighting.
Inti na dey Ntokwa between them.
Yes, they were fighting.
The two were fighting.
Yes.
He was the Chelsea coach was being attacked.
Okay. Also they also protecting or defending.
They were attacking.
Yes. Inti no dey famous here.
That is just
na journalists need now can you share the other side as well.
And
and say you condemn the supporters in here, you know. Some kukuru no dey free stadium wa ma calf.
Rather question techimana no. Na me say do I popular calf woni.
Calf woni. Oh. Na yen share the other side so say yes you enko for be comments and em ko yi crowd.
O se jo me kan.
You condemn the man for here and first obi a comment o one ne nya adwen say so kukuru no free stadium.
Yes.
By emu bebre na na ro kan the other time. Your comments.
But se jo England against Denmark. The commentator said the ball wasn't a penalty and going in free stadium. England against Denmark. The commentator and the summarizer said the ball wasn't a penalty. Obianco in free stadium. That is his opinion.
By me crowd just a penalty no. It's me the question.
Speaking in the general terms.
Generally, you know,
agree. Say, and you see behind the fact we are not repository of knowledge. And Tinam Car say, a bimo that club at working for certain clubs. But what I'm saying is that no matter the kind of comment that will come from a journalist, you can take it out.
Okay.
That is the point. And Tina Maker said, top platforms. Harry Kane, Roy Kane, when someone as social media, people give it to them. But on stadium, pass a comment. Emma in Koyu or Mumpie. Into radio phone and journalism phone, a bit more year for certain people. They are working for certain clubs. Comment your own passing your day. But the sole solution is not sell Bekwako attacking from a stadium.
Okay. You see, Sergio, I'm advice Kakrasa, my home and colleagues. Abroaching for the.
No, better on ya. Or still, line and better
abroaching for the cry can or typical air conditioning room. The security is so tight. You are in the middle of spectators.
And our commentary. Lack of facilities in Tibio stands in Muna Ujana na way. And sounds we are a bit circumspect with especially commenting free one Kasawa. I'm not saying a wrong sebo your penalty commentator unka. For me, I don't see anything wrong with it. If in your candid opinion, you think it wasn't a penalty. But sometimes you take the emotion, how easy can I be a commentator no? Ubi Ujana chance to what take his stand. Okay. Yeah, to us, so minimum committees in sense, more BB Kafa home, different committee, appeals committee, cases normally about Monte Bobosono. Muni Bibia Kafa home, the latest on Fire Rangers, GFA.
Fire Rangers.
Yeah.
GFA.
What is the latest?
Oh, sir, and then rhymes so briefly, and I think they are. After GFA let anybody banning Fire Rangers, their directors, their shareholders, and who are officials, Fire Rangers indicated to the FN that they are preparing to file an appeal. Then they indeed filed the appeal within those 3 days period. And apply for stay of execution to the disciplinary committee. Now this abo stay of execution application
okay.
Stay of execution and they say asamna mudia di na nyede ye kwa appeal enti mumma ye kwan say asotwen no ye nhyase ensoma asotwen no mamum famra no eniye mumma ye nkoso anyi ye dwuma say a football club oka GFA ho na se ka asem ni wi a na ye hu de be ye no omoko request for that one no it was not granted and I feel my file stay of execution a young grant no oma say ye hu appeal our appeals committee said they should still be granted stay of execution. Now, to be very honest with you, I don't really know the reason why the DC refused to give them the stay of execution. Because I say, Emremu, the entire moment the stay of execution bano, yamfana se bi asada house then. Yesi ensi baby pa. Nani pa no e de akọ court ne se ampa baby esi ne nye entie nkobumu. Nani pa no akoya appeal. Okoya appeal no asa requesting for stay of execution say until say be determine appeal case no e me makwa momu dani ngo because am momu ko budani gu nam ko di bi ma appeal e dan ye bu agu awi na me ye ne day. So mostly in such situations the stay of execution will be given so that obetumi a determine case na wi. The league is ongoing. The FA Cup matches are ongoing. Enti adan na mama fa for no stay of execution. Na bia nkomo so ntoa so emmo omo FA Cup match. Omo league matches no. CEOs ne directors no enko so nya omo adwuma until the appeal court na say appeal committee no ebe determine omo case no. But they did not grant them the stay of execution. Now the case is with the appeal committee. They say case is in the appeals committee. The application for stay of execution is at the appeals committee, and the case proper which they have appealed and so on. Normally ombe determine the stay of execution no, and sana appeal not taking the course.
Omusa efino ase ombeso mo chire kotokwa na so na bi ma dwunya wo se e be chire mo where power life.
Why do you say kotokwa?
Na ya mponza.
Okay, ntienye ne say.
Nkan se na ya mponza.
Ntienye ne so ompeso mo chire Fire Rangers na ompeso mo chire na ya mponza.
Na ya mponza.
Which indirectly?
Me say.
Yes.
Almost target ni na ya mponza.
Yes, me.
Fire Rangers na be fa no so keke. Na okutum. Nti say na ya adwin se be yo. Adekona epese de yo na de be yo. Oye day de be yo.
From where I sit and per my understanding of the whole thing, say target we are, I feel yes indeed. Then I am is the target. Unfortunately, unfortunately for him, he has played himself into their hands.
Yeah, not making.
That is how I say.
Who is that?
No, you can't rule that one out.
Yeah.
Rule out. Rule out in any way.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that, in the worst case scenario, what I will ask is, are they applying the laws? If they go beyond the laws, I'm against it entirely. To me stand in all this and they say, especially when Fire Rangers as a actual letter, Edibe Pacho,
withdraw earlier
the earlier one. At least create an impression there. It even po dem rabedi normally can perform pa. Ebi a wasem ne so say ahwe and obi ebetima sorry de bia no atro krata as major league ne bo league ne nye egu league ne mase ade achi no asa be ka say 2 days later me anam kan me sa misre. I still think that to maintain their reputation and normal, there could be a form of sanction, but the sanction they gave, in my opinion, I've always said, was extremely very high.
No, so much crata crab board, no, but in young Kurusa level.
No, GFA has
not crata be emre, yeah.
GFA has not.
John Peso Moyen, and the Ubia Nimse, while we are seeing it, we let me count and say,
oh, yeah.
I want who say a car appeal and go see you or still on Vamo. So the money has on bay.
But for after appeal, they have review. After review, GFA Betra shall say in Emra. Nakotoko as a Fire Rangers and Anaya Ponsapa or court for arbitration. Court of arbitration for sports. Maybe a cohonum. My dreams in me, Cass was our case with him.
Okay.
It's a possibility in this case.
Sir Franco Nairo be useful at the palace, Papa. He's too sensibly intelligent. Where submission on Fire Rangers? What? Alaji Mama Salia. There was an idea about no. Yebehwe matches in Mukakra. Aye. Nafi. But before that, Maminko aye marriage ataho. Never dear me, sir. Dear me. Oh, Anna Machino, I'm sorry. No Baha. Obey
editing.
Okay. I'm fine.
I'll turn more HMS La Soguso.
That's really
Eguso.
Oh, rendering.
And to render.
To bet me program like Kofi Granada Suguso.
What is the reason?
Say technical, a bit technical.
Oh. Equipment nana.
General. Say technical the FD.
We fancy technical
all right.
TSM Jai Basa and Tineno Mechanica.
Okay. On this technical note, and you ever call a year matches no so now whatever you had and what the moons are breaking Faisal and your Buswa drops Eddie Taiso and every big game ɛwɔ Techiman nyankopɔn bo achina Inter Allies ɛne Aduana Stars Brekum Chelsea ɛne Great Olympics Ashanti Gold ɛne Dreams FC afei Heart of Oak ɛne Liberty Professionals Elena Sharks ɛne Legon Cities Bechem United ɛne Kumasi Asante Kotoko Karela ɛne Wafa ɛna afei 11 Wonders ɛne Mediema at same time. Okay. And for young Shaka, back to issues this week in Ano Epino. Lions remember some mum time can create remember some.
You big to Division 1 now.
Okay.
Stories. You see, Nami Adumechina, Ewo Bibiani Dance Park. Bibiani Gold Stars versus Pacific Heroes. Now share a year zone 2 on now. After some 27 games, Bibiani Gold Stars was 61 points. Sky FC was 53 points. What it means, and it's 8 points, and that Gold Stars and Sky and Tem. So it means that Sene and Yami Admachna, Bibiani Gold Stars are winning, barring any deduction of points from anywhere. No. Omar qualify, Omar the first team to make it to the Premier League for the next season. Okay. Now I would want to make sure it's a done deal because they need just that win and then they will be home and dry. And once you Gold Stars are holding any modimo maboni this season, Pacific Heroes will not be the team to stop Gold Stars from qualifying tomorrow. Okay. So my dreams are at the end of the day tomorrow, Gold Stars will qualify. Now no big coach Emisa. I think that man deserves a lot of commendations. Yeah. And yet, easy say one person with the 4 different teams about Premier League. Brekum Chelsea about Premier League na Papaya. Secondly, Hazakes about Premier League na Papaya. Elimina Shah's Premier League or Mubui on the conform don't buy. Then Bibiani Gold Stars. At a point in time when Liberty Professionals were in trouble, with the big offer, Emano, Mekayoko Accra. Couldn't come out contract or agree with then and maybe tear and also say greatness is awaiting you in Tiko Nekosumo Bibiani and lo and behold this is where they are. Miss Fields on you Musio Nakosiedu, very young guy. Started as a welfare finance officer to administration and now CEO of Bibiani Gold Stars. And for all the years of Bibiani Gold Stars, every year they come so close yet so far. Is this young man? Nanano Kasembi Chem, I think it's appropriate. I will know never can. Obin a share income and it looks like income channel. I'll be very happy if Gold Stars come. Sajo zone 3 no so Accra Lions, any Tema Youth, and so they're fighting. As it stands, Accra Lions 53, Tema Youth 50, but say Umunya Fire Rangers points now they are credit to Umunya and they will also be 53. Not just no, a bear, a bequa kuzie, but advantage Accra Lions one say or more better head to head over Tema Youth. Tema Youth no mobile 1-1 our Accra Lions home, and no call Tema Youth home Koshelmo, I think 3-1. So Accra Lions have better head to head over Tema Youth. Omuzo no is so close. Division 1 there dynamics in here so zone 1 there dynamics in here so complex, and I would want to leave it for now. The good thing about Honum for me, I call it good thing, is that Omunyina go behind closed doors. And notwithstanding the fact that Omubon behind closed doors, home teams need be happy, but they should understand, say they are still responsible for security. And a police force, a soldier for the bebao, as a set team paying for the down or Mobuas half on no making sure say behind closed doors and the Bayajuma, no Musia kind of park and so that better team and qualify from that zone. I know say RTU, Bofa Quatano, and then Brekum Arsenal are all in the race to qualify to the Premier League.
Now, whether you like it or not, football is going away. It won't come home. England won, Italy won. The game will move to extra time, and Italy will win on penalties. Where my club review, but Jose Mourinho also penalties.
Mourinho, you are not interested in same mupa. As I say, when you divided interest, the tension, the money, the BBA, the fee, London, and in the Okoye Italy. Until listening to me, I realized that he didn't want to offend.
Yes.
He's a smart guy. He's now going to apply his trade in Rome.
All right, area matches. Joe, Andy should not be deceived that the commentators and pundits in England say things and the fans just take it. But for security over there, worse will have happened there. Jamie Carragher has been attacked outside before, not even at the stadium or studio, while his comment was fresh to Orlando filmmaker. Orlando filmmaker. So even and just attack you and just say and I say be the papa. Okay, you have your games book. Well, that's still out there and you're ready.
No, oh, and I just have a corner row.
Oh, come on. Okon
road
just a mechanic.
Yeah. Now 5 a.m. Where is also 5 a.m.
Oh, so 20 minutes.
Excuse me.
Even in Rock and Rankas and Crime free at 10:30. Many
excuse maybe. All right. And the uncle
so your best say I'm go head division.
But seriously say yensan kan gadgets na osuru nyina ese sesa nyina.
True.
Ese sesa no.
Odo anu aka so dem ni say ese na wi
me kai say that type.
Ya pa.
So division 2 no ya omobo ti amanfo nkohwe bi. Ebony Ball State. Future Stars Ball kwamo Kumauma Ebo Central Police Station ko Brema Park omobo. Afu a premier for no ko ombenya players a free. Tell last time I catch us who boni players to be. This season also omobo premier.
Yes.
Omuni mbopa. One striker ba konso Future Stars.
6 jersey, ba 11 jersey.
And I said why
oh that's the team.
11 jersey no a mature player.
Yes.
11 jersey na say jersey no.
Yeah,
you know who aduma.
Okay. Oh abewura obi team wa ko you be one.
There is some so do me collection of data and I'm picking players.
Okay.
Until
carry on.
11 jersey na there.
Yes.
You know who aduma. So do dynamics no matches never best to run has the no more here so beat me actually betting no e dey league no. But league matches na nkasa e bass no yase ho.
Yes has in celebrity that.
Almost say
Sana man foka.
Say has in celebrity.
Ni wani. No more ko wini wafa.
Has e kwa ko she wafa. Omo kura omo nim se omo ntimi ko she wafa ho. They know. Until they have to beat Liberty they know. Kimfesa Sadu dynamics ni. Kimfesa the 16th. Omo 37 points. Omo next 2 games here Dwarfs and then Liberty. To omo about Dwarfs ene. And I said you say ene. Ene. No makubo Liberty e also ga kope. Kimfesa here 4 points no omo dia ka league nim. They need a win today and a draw in their last game against Liberty and omo dia arene etimi aka league nim. So far the next game oh here 11 wonders. Almost that 12 but omo je save. Almost 39 points until 11 wonders here just a victory. Until omo ba against Mediama and their next game away against Legon City. So share 11 wonders are almost so every new one match as a do. Almost beat me aka league number 41 points. Almost beat me aka league. Well benya 41 points be as a do. Likely say will be stay. Oh we are now about Elmina Sharks. Omo ba against Kotoko and then their next game. And so I think game against Legon City. Almost 35 points. Said you almost here 2 victories. And so no matter media colleague no more net because it is not likely they can beat Kotoko or Kotoko home. And they have a last game at home. Into almost 2 games net then almost 35.
Next game weekend game no Legon City. Okay. Then the final game is against Kotoko.
Okay. Said you almost 35 points no more now. Also 41 and so no team yakem but almost points no what did you took in face now they to 8 team my friend Liberty say teams in ahead of them. Oh we are now about Liberty professionals almost 38 points almost back against Asufuk and their last game against Kinfesa almost so here just a win no more the Premier League name Liberty here just a win. And some almost waiting at Premier League. And the whilst Kimfesa will need a win plus a draw. 11 wonders need only a win. Elmina Sharks here 2 victories. Kimfesa so here a win plus a draw. And the dynamics need deep for Kimfesa and then Elmina Sharks. Kimfesa game on mobile against Dwarf said do only option bigger than to win this particular game ever. Dwarfs in their last few games, Omo Dragons has almost a team friend Karela. But Omo himself Kimfesa will play above themselves. Kwame Pepramu, Eridon Komo, Richard Akrufimo, Paul Edumo, Gabo Mohammed Mo, Enoch Morrison, Wadu Dumo. This is a game as a do. Also, making sure games say any tactics near the ball. Play above yourself. Go with the determination. Go with the dedication. Be disciplined on the field to grant results for Kimfesa. And only idea was a place in this show. Say, call all out. Fire from all cylinders from the blast of the hills of compensate referee. The 3 points near so important for Kimfesa.
And important about dwarves, eh?
It is important too.
Okay.
Say you're born who are over to mono or upper hand.
Yeah. You got dwarves here points.
Badly. Here points pa. Here points pa.
James Cook does his
here points pa. But ye game near born hand. They said you boy to my upper hand. Okay. In Tina Mika said Kimfesa should have beaten Kotoko because your last game against Liberty in a way, Ghana Premier League. Nelly Betty so sa omo timisha omo ka bichejo e be fireworks in as much as drafts and so here results no I feel say Kimfesa here the results badly.
You see, drafts can lose and still win the last game and qualify. But for Kimfesa, if they don't win, omo take it to elimination.
Big ups to Prince Akuta for that wonderful initiative. The Zongo community is proud of him. Malamus, the dumb footer, opposite Roxy, Unaudi way, and so Bray. Okay. Meko Marijata, no de Kakraka home, Silla and Nyomano Antimi and Ye until Wednesday. Fish matches are at work this weekend. Market. My club of you. I say fish matches. And one for the weekend. Now, okay, you fancy. My can be obeying your sempe. I've been there free studio hazo. Okay, on Bachope. What about Aminu Shadow's bizarre tweet against Kumasi Asante Kotoko? They started it. Narrow should come again. James could do it.
Please, I mean, Dreams administrator. I was talking about the communications between GFE and Asante Kotoko. So I've come again. James could.
Mariata, General, woman are ready. For oh, Techima. Mamena Ronaldo Swasi. Ronaldo.
Exactly 1 year.
I a sponsor, if there's a picture of the day. Oh, yeah, the picture. That's him.
Handsome guy.
Oh, very handsome. That's Ronaldo. I'm going to show up. Now, I'm lunch and so. The movie, Tony Montana.
Send a lion down the cook with them, so a trailer.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to show up Ronaldo. All right.
General. Yeah. And Kenya can find Salamo pre for relegation. Cressa comme moi, a co. No more prepare administratively as aba. Baby omu ya mu ho chiro no e chopper any assembly can be more can first at the buy. They've had 1 year, 1 full season up top. But administratively, omantimi ahihye man boys in a struggle. To me, relegation bar a idea be have fans be breme say watara ankoro mutie but I feel say a idea be working Faisal going back preparing grounds no be stronger. What they compare drafts administratively drafts also a struggle. But Soko Cape Coast, Soko Central, onya top level clubs are compete so much against drafts. ABB Sharks is in J. But Obahadia, Obenya Ash Gold, Obenya Kotoko. And when you know a book in Faisal, so put it in a larger spectrum. Never who by be a king Faisal a struggle. Me say a power chow and I'm joining league, but I'm buy, and no be send a question me by I said. I didn't think a coach is there easily say Besakiomo. And I gave emphasis, say your squad or playing body your management so one your coaches as management so I want more. But name be easier say be in dino a coaches because some of the general in here bibia back a year di administratively can first be you be obiadi. E can you call so be at 20 so even up till this point I said you come. So Watara in Koro, they really want the club to stay up top, but administratively structures are very vulnerable for the continuity and the consistency of this club. And so when I'm about press on the state league, but January you must have one question. I'm say and you may who this season or beam and I don't know players and I'll call demonstration. Was it the first time? Last season I'm calling a formula. It was the same issues that a poppy up. So the play squad are always sacrificing, but administratively I feel say Juma mu put it up no and back squad no moment to me achieve almost sasa and I feel say some relegation to me hame na mom fan say a positive note na mon prepare if I'm right. Other than that say Oka league ni mu a almost strength basis be na push squad no do ma come. We've seen talents Zuberi mo and Wadudu mo Kwame Pepra top notch striker yet omoko from wa ba me ya pa na so administratively general omonima na omoye no entwa yie omonsam review I feel so general.
Your support, thank you for your support for the three lions is well placed. I think we must support our colonial masters whose path we seem to be trailing to exorcise the 55-year ghosts. It may unlock our own fortunes. They have suffered for far too long, just like this Accra team, who for a decade plus 2 years have only won an Ajewa Memorial Cup. Let's pray to win football, to go home, no room. But the cost, it's there, it's here. Either Eve beckoning greatness is here. I told Awa a month ago that the GOAT was due to level up Annes on one of his favorite courts. After US Open, he will stand alone as the undisputed GOAT. Djokovic has hashtag 20 just at the corner. Go Djokovic. Tachiman Boilo Kukudazi now has an opportunity to beat King Faisal himself.
Yes.
Anyway, but we realize Bob Joy FNC, come up with brain, and so yentimi and to asubium. SMB, Namoso Maxima 055-144-4933. Baby, Bajo, any dim, Utimi friend, now also Chema. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Because I'm free. Okay, I'll be at you.
You can come to the cancer. You talk with the Uganda. Or take 9 points. Once what that is them this year. The team was a bit weekend. And last month, now they are going to come on a kid. But I do, no, couldn't have been five for it. It's a beautiful one, but I cannot eat telephone when we need.
Okay. That's it. Pa na yankoshe your next caller. Messages nini na ni betumi akan. Aya na mode ache pa. Your far lines we so no as a man for ehwa kempa opatunum. Easy. Hello.
Hello, Sir Joe.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Amau na Kasafri Ashama.
Shama na Kra. Amau yo.
Yeah, Ashama Kra. Sergio, and he said, your friend is saying, I can't suppose a mass win. Am I? Now, me person may be someone say, ye no, why he say, dear. I bet my, yeah, winning match, we are only couple, almost presenting couple. Now, say, my being say, almost organize match at the time I league we are now. They person, any every player in Chicago. Chinana yewi anana komo represent cap na mai.
Okay.
And na me person
I'm saying the suggestion no unse enye bad.
We don't have the capacity.
Yes.
England near there be una trophy the koha na baha koha na bentia India ne say ye ni sa capacity ntia enye that arrangement ye train near special location near presentations.
The cabra pia coronation.
Yeah.
Hello,
Sedu.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sedu.
Why not, babe?
Hello, Sedu. Good morning, Sedu.
Yet you, Kasa. Ukasa free.
Paso me free. Muzungu mase.
You.
Sedu.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm say Ephraim. Okay. Hello,
Sergio.
Yes, sir. Morning,
Sergio. You are not paid the Kessben Sports move back my pa. Your friend is in Paul Romeo, Mekasa Street for California.
Okay.
Now, I'm this year and the league, we say bring back the love. In fact, love when they say the England for 1 year now. I'm a competition here title in Nigeria, no Ghana Premier League, Daneko. Here's Rampany for no. He had the league, or Modia bed, but on my in support. So that be a quarter on the heart, no, with Marco Africa, here, Beje Africa Cup League. Madam, I say,
Inshallah, a win today at Tetima will see us maintain our premiership status if Asante Kotoko avoids defeat at Bechem tomorrow. Joe, tell Andy that I bet him will survive. He shouldn't forget about Bechem United too. Fawaz Gruza and anyway free London Abreye. Hello.
Boss. Over the doom or the small city nationwide, but worldwide so class account. It's fresh our line also. Do that. And I say I have a demonstration. That I'm going to be fix the country no. Kessben Sports fix the life. Because you are bread. Say you I Ibrahim phobia down coming now from a star. Say you me more abaso. I don't pay. Now me if you know one them go for so bond the abaso. Say you and the the VJ see a woman the pan of the VJ on your baby and go be piano. That you didn't say.
Obi. Oh, better.
Hey,
Quasam.
I have the so on. Hey, Andy, I come doing again, manager. Say you, Kaka better make Kenyan and say, the whole share England, baby of my baby drew, yeah. Tell you and your mama dimbo. I'm telling you, say your mama dimbo. So I'm open trophy, the mama, now. And yet, said you made them support to a more better. As you saw, Mrs. Sing of one another, and I'm saying, because if you on board, said you will be happy. Then I'm here to match now, said you walk out of your time 7. So we need never so go for it in your share, and I saw motivation. Said you, Yamian, me, yeah, if you said you, how to share Kotoko, me not let him with that. Kotoko, why you do start, I don't think you want to Bosano, Maminka, said you deny your Bobono, Kotoko, the Yankofa, Brody referee. The Johnny, boy, you had a Fabry referee. Boy, you had a Fabry referee. You have a Fabry referee. If you got off for some will be here. I'm sorry, and I have 11 years in a one day, either I want you like that. Only 35 years also with Africa.
Pato Yadasi. Yet the best here na Ali Baba Dankambari at the breaking news na twaso amayen. Yet the live commentary ebe free a sentence no nina and so abro baby will be a Nankopon Shirao Adaja Unya Audi Etra Efide who share the course nina. Ali Baba up next with breaking news. Yadamasi Yakrama.